Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, and of course, I always keep it real on this channel when it comes to theme parks. So, welcome to the Resort Recon Live podcast. This is my in studio show where I talk theme parks and all of that, and the stuff I don't get a chance to talk about because I'm in the parks and trying to avoid people. We're running into people and running from this attraction to that attraction to that attraction to show you guys. So that's what this show is all about. And I am so excited to break down to you guys my visit to Epic Universe on Thursday. It's the annual pass holder preview. And it is no understatement to say that this park is it's unlike anything I've ever seen, yet it is in a way. And officially, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to go on record, I'm going to die on this hill. The spirit of Walt Disney has moved from Disney World over to Epic Universe. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that. So thank you, 36 you folks in here. Let me bring in one of my theme park nerds, of course. Oh, actually, please do, as one of my mods, Tom F, says, welcome to the Resort Recon Epic Stream. Hit the like on the way in like it's Marion Smack, Mario Smack in a box. Yes. And I love the avatar. Tom, it's so cool. Let's see. Oh, one of my friends is here. One of my fellow theme park nerds. And coincidentally, well, not coincidentally, we were both at Epic Universe on the 17th. So, folks, please do welcome Ron from Follow the Bradleys Fun. How are you doing, my dear?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing great. Where's my microphone? Can you hear me okay? Is my mic
Yes,
all right?
yes,
All right.
yes. We can hear you okay.
I need new equipment. um, I just got out of seeing something that I would recommend to everybody to see, especially if you complete and bring your kids. King of Kings.
Yes.
Which was something I wanted to do. I wanted to make it on Easter weekend. And we saw it at the 9:30 a.m. show, which there's also a discount for. It's only $5 per seat at the local theater. But it was it's it's an interesting way that they retell the story of Jesus Christ and his life, the whole life. By the way, it's everything. For those that were wondering, I was wondering because I didn't know if it was going to focus on like the birth or the Easter stuff. I didn't. It's basically all. It's his entire life kind of summed up for kids, but for kids. So there's a lot of it's not perfectly biblically accurate or anything like that. It's very but it sticks to the story generally speaking, and it was really good. It is Charles Dickens telling the story to his child. So you know, it's a very creative way, I thought, to make this story that if you go to Sunday school. I remember going to Sunday school as a kid, like being bored out of my mind, right? Because Sunday school, like they do puppet shows and stuff like that, but this really makes the story accessible to kids and families. It's enjoyable enough for the parents to watch. My kid, who's 12, I wasn't sure how he'd react. We don't go to church all the time, we um, I wish we did. I wish we went to church every Sunday, but we don't. And he loved it. He really wants to know more about the story now. And so it was great. If you if that's something your family is into, if Christianity is part of your family, or even if you just want a really good time with the family to enjoy and learn about something, take your kids, go see King of Kings. It's worth it.
Yeah, I saw the trailer during the Minecraft movie when I went to go
Yeah.
see it, and people were like fixated on it, and for two reasons. One, it's that 3D animation that just feels really lifelike. And the second, the story being told where Charles Dickens is telling the story to his son, the son and the cat and the cat basically follow the story of Jesus. And the part that 2 parts that really hit me, yes, we'll get to Epic Universe in a bit. The 2 parts that really hit me is the one where the little boy, the story of the loaves and the fishes. Charles in the movie, Charles Dickens' son actually has the fishes and the loaves, and he also follows Jesus when he's, carrying the cross, look on the son's face, and I think that really is an amazing, we'll say self-insert, but kids can see that. It's not just the adult telling the story, but it's like the kid
Right.
who's going through the actual story. So Angel Studios hit that out of the park. I
They
don't
did. They did.
know. I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to see it because Camera Girl didn't really wanna see it. She wants to watch the Ten Commandments with me, which is
Oh, good,
which
good,
is pretty
good
much
show.
my gold standard. So she was like, "Yeah, animation is good, but I think I wanna watch the I wanna watch the Ten
And,
Commandments."
I will tell you something. It's the very, especially the beginning of this movie. It really is reminiscent of The Princess Bride. That whole feeling of, oh, the kid doesn't want to hear the story, and then he's not even sure it's the kind of story that he wants to hear when it for the first getting told. There's a lot. They're really like the first 10-15 minutes of the movie are like, whoa, Princess Bride vibes, big time. So
Mhm.
they did that, but then yes, the kid is inserted into the story many times throughout, as if like he's gotten sucked into it and he's there, and it's a very very cool feeling the way they did that. So I was really happy to see that, and I'm also really happy to talk about Epic Universe when we get to that.
Yes,
So
yes, we sure will. So I'm gonna welcome the folks in the chat, see who we have got. Let's see. We have
wait,
got
I'm gonna tell you something real quick. While you're welcoming people, I'm gonna fix something on my camera, so I'm gonna go away, and then I'm gonna come back in.
okay, I'll be
All right.
back. All right, let's see. We have got Aldo's journal in the chat. It says, hello, hello, everyone. Hope you are all having an epic Easter weekend. I see what you did there, my friend. And yes, an epic weekend. We are indeed having for sure. And let's see, we've got DJ Knight here in the chat as well saying hello. Hello, hello, my dear, and welcome. We have also got Keely Chow who says, hey, everybody, good early morning from Hong Kong. And as usual, I'm so jealous of that. So I'm glad you're here, my dear. Let's see who else we have got in the chat. We have got Rambam 3000 from across the pond says, Lorena Creole, happy Easter. Well, happy Easter indeed to you, my friend. Good to see you here. We've got Goof R35 says, hey there. Good seeing you. Hello, hello, hello. We have got sorry, I can talk through my Invisalign. Undead Nerd who says, I'm excited. Well, I'm excited to tell you guys about this part. I'm so excited. And let's see, of course, Ron will be right back. He'll be right back. Sarah Rust is here. Hello, my dear, and welcome. Welcome. And I love the avatar. It's so cute. So cute. So cute. So cute. So cute. And hello, Braylon. Good to see you. Says, I swear I want to be your Mario Thursday night so bad because you are gorgeous Princess Peach. With the Peaches, if you know the movie. Good afternoon and hey, good people. Yes. Yes, we're gonna be doing a watch party. I think in about two weeks for the Super Mario movie and do belting out Peaches. I was, oh my gosh, everybody in the theater, including me, we were in stitches. We're like, man, he's really buying into it. There's actually several references to the Peaches song in the queue for Mario Kart. Let me see, let me see, let me see. I kind of lost where I was right here. Juliet is in the chat. Hello, my darling. the avatar with those two beautiful grandbabies of yours is good evening, Lorena and chat. Good evening. Good evening. And Grandbear 3000 says, well, you heard it here, folks. Things are so bad at Disney that Walt Disney quit in disgust. Pretty much, Walt would be disgusted with how the Imagineers who wound up leaving, and basically Universal said, come work with us. Yeah, it's that bad. It's so bad. Disney is, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. Disney is discounting their rooms at a level I've never seen before in my life. It is literally a fire sale right now that's going on. And you'll understand why when I take you through the footage and Ron and I talk about Epic Universe. Let's see who else we have got in the chat. Of course, there's Aldo's Journal. Hello, my dear. Good to see you. Good to see you here. And Goofbar35 says Universal really put a lot into Epic, especially in a fairly short time frame, too. Yes, they put the pedal to the metal. I don't know how much in bonus incentives that they gave the folks putting everything together, but it was well spent. But I also think at the crux of it all, they had a very good plan. They spent a lot of time pre-planning exactly what it is that they wanted to do. So if you spend the time planning up front, this is what I tell people in IT, and some people understand and some do not at their own peril. The extra time that you spend planning is less time to screw up in execution. And Epic Universe totally killed it. Hey, Dad Man, another one of my amazing mods, along with Keely and along with Tom. Hey, Lorena Creole, we only have 9 more days to wait, and the excitement is crazy, and the pictures coming out are just amazing. Yes, indeed, they are. I cannot wait to show you guys. Michelle P, hello. Says, can't wait to go on the 28th. Oh my gosh. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Let's see. If there was a Toonami theme park, it would really be game over for Disney. Well, don't be surprised if you see more anime getting pushed into Universal Studios because they already have an existing agreement that they signed with Pokemon, and of course you got the Nintendo characters. So, because at Universal, there's tons of anime swag. Like to buy. They make it known. With Disney, you can't find it unless you go to the Japan Pavilion, but Universal, it's right there on City Walk for you to see. Yep, those are quick build. From what I could tell, there were very few delays on much of anything. Yeah, some of it was weather related, but they cleared that out really quick. But it's always been stuff going on. I am just amazed how fast that park went up. Absolutely. Don't buy me a ticket and I'll go with you on your preview. Well, Ron is back, so let's bring him back on. Hello, my dear.
I was trying to get the little, I don't know the watermark. There's a watermark. I was able to get rid of it. So
No
I'm
worries.
using a webcam with my. I'm using my cell phone back as a webcam again. And I figured out a program that works, but there's a watermark that comes in. But there's a way that you can get rid of it without actually buying the program, which is really cool.
Oh,
So
nice. Well,
yeah,
you're gonna have to
you
tell me about it.
temporarily get rid of it. So Berk, I see Berk.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let this roll while we talk so people can kind of see. Of course, this is a live stream that I did Thursday. Thursday evening. I think I started this live stream when you were just
Yeah, I
getting
have
into
a
our Berk.
question about that. I can't. Something happened with my Prism. Do you use Prism to live stream, or do you use
Yes,
StreamYard? Okay,
I
so
use Prism.
so something happened with my Prism. I may need to get your help, like in a backstage situation, to help fix it. But I can't now. When I put my chat window up, it stays on the screen and it records it, and uh, like it's in other words, it's not just for me; it's for like other people can see it, and I don't know how to get it off. I gotta figure out how to fix it. because it
Yeah,
stays
we'll
up.
talk about that because I have. Well, I usually takes the chat off. Sometimes I'll switch it back and forth, but it's never recorded.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know
interesting.
why mine was actually like my chat was on the chat. Normally I can, it's only that me that can see it, but for some reason this was going on out on the screen, and it was not only being able to be seen, which, you know, if you've watched it on television, that means people are seeing double chat, which I hate.
Oh,
And
okay.
you know what I
Okay.
mean. And then I'm like, why is this on my screen? It's so
Uh,
yeah. And it's only
well,
it happened to me the last two times. I'm like,
last few
why did
times.
it change?
Okay. I'd say update, and then if it still happens, we'll try to
Yeah,
troubleshoot that. Michelle P says they are discounting campsites. They never do that unless desperate. Yeah, they're discounting campsites and
with
they're
Disney.
discounting suites at Disney. Yes. It has been known ever since they put out the family suites that the family suites were never discounted. That's why
No,
on the budget boards, we recommend for people to just get 2 adjoining rooms, which is actually cheaper if you have a big family than the suites. I mean, you lose like the extra bedroom, well, maybe not, extra bedroom and of course the kitchenette and everything, which helps you save on money to prepare your own meals. But the suites were never discounted. And not only are these are specific suites that are discounted. The Cars suites at Art of Animation are discounted. Why? They are the furthest away from the main building, and frankly, as far as I'm concerned, the best themed. So,
yeah, oh, that Cars, it the Cars theme suites. Having worked there, you know, myself, they are definitely that area of the Art of Animation Resort is like it really feels like Radiator Springs. Only a slight step down from Radiator Springs in California Adventure, but as
mhm.
far as theming is concerned, it's the jam. It's and you got your own pool down there. You got a private pool, and people
Yes.
should know this too with Art of Animation, because there are three, or because it's considered, what's the low level thing called? It's
Value.
not called cheap. Value. It's called value.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's considered a value resort, there is there's no feature pool as far as having a slide or anything like that, and there's no hot tubs. So basically the pool experience at any pool is going to be the same at every pool. The only difference with the bigger pool, the big blue pool, is that it's got like a walk-in feature, but
Mhm.
other than that it's the same. And actually you are much better lifeguarded at the Cars pool. The Cars pool is where I was tested for, and where I had to pass my lifeguard trial
Hmm.
thing to get past it. And I almost didn't, but I
Oh,
was
no.
but yeah, they passed me. So I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it was
love
2021. What were they gonna do? Not pass me?
that's true. Another thing that I like about the Cars area is that the pool area looks like the Cozy Cone Motel, and the
Hmm.
quote unquote office at the Cozy Cone Motel. It just looks like the hotel office, but it's not. It's actually, I think, the changing rooms and
Bathroom,
the
yeah,
laundry.
laundry.
You would never know that unless you walk through there. It is just amazing, amazingly well done. Let's
And
see,
also
Dan.
that pool too, just real quick, those cones are like your own little private cabana. So
Ooh, nice. I forgot about that. Thank you for bringing that up. So yeah, if you want to cheap, if you're planning to stay at Disney for cheap and you want to take advantage of the discount, I would highly advise doing that before they sell out because they never discount those. Dance Life at the Kingdom says, "Hey guys from Epic Universe, hey, this just got off twice from Monsters Unchained. 24 minutes total for a single rider. Well, I cannot wait to ride Monsters Unchained. I'm going back to the park 26th of May actually, and cannot wait to try that single rider line. So you know who else is in the chat? Well, not the chat, but backstage. Another one of my theme park friends, Erica from Hanging with Erica and Rob. How you doing, my dear?
Doing good. Beautiful spring Easter Eve Saturday.
Yes.
How's the weather back home?
oh, it's
The
gorgeous. It's
it's
gorgeous today.
it's it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Um, not
Mm.
as humid, but you can tell that. Florida's heating up, but it's still that
Yeah.
nice, beautiful Easter weather that people come here if they're on vacation for Easter vacation that they come for, and it's just gorgeous. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. But what is lovely, and yeah,
Oh,
I know they're my
let
ads.
me have a what in the what?
They're my ads. They're my
Oh, it's
ads. Here we
that
go.
one. I know that
You
one. I
took
know
his
that ad
stomach
really
off.
well.
Really, do
V-Shred.
you? Yeah. Well,
Never
what I'm
tried V-Shred, so.
what I'm showing you guys here, we were kind of playing this. This is the fire drill. Little family coaster, the one where you're shooting the water and everything at the people. Well, on the boat, you're shooting at, the people, but also where I'm filming from is a place called Hooligan's Hideout. And it's covered. It's got wonderful benches that are there. I think there's a couple of fans that they have there as well. It's across from the Fire Grill, which is quick service. So it's a nice place, even if you just bring your own food, if you did, a nice place to relax. And you also get to see this. And I think on the other side, I think there are water cannons on the other side. But this was thought out extremely well. There's team members who, they'll come through, see how you're doing, so that's also a nice touch as well. So this is Hooligan's Hideout. So I'm going to tell you right now, this is a great place to get your food and just hang out and relax, watch the boats go by, see people having fun, and the theming at Isle of Berk is just crazy. I mean, Ron, what were your thoughts about Isle of Berk?
So I'm glad you're showing this because this particular angle and this particular view, wherever you're at, is one of the very few places that I did not get exactly to an Isle of Berk. I saw that attraction from a different angle. I rode the other two attractions with Dan. He's out of the park right now, at Isle of Berk. And we saw the show. Oh my gosh. Did you see the show, Lorena?
The
Dragon
not
show?
well, no, I didn't get to see it. I asked
Okay.
Camera Girl. She didn't want to see the show.
It was
the Untrainable Dragon, right?
Try to drag her into that show next time, especially if you guys have seen How to Train Your Dragon, because you will want to watch it. That was one of the moments that I teared up, and I was really surprised. But I'll tell you about that in a second. Anyway, I was at Isle of Berk, walked around, saw, didn't get on this ride. Is this called the fire drill, the one where you get on the boats?
Yes, that's the fire drill.
So I didn't get on that ride, but we did get on the coaster and we got on the flying dragon, whatever that one's called, the dragon training thing. So where you're like actually riding on the dragon, and it's a swing ride that goes around.
I call it the slingshot, but it's really cool.
We got on that, and we got on the coaster. The coaster is, and I told Dan this, I said, this is Epic Universe's answer to Slinky Dog Dash, because it felt very reminiscent ride-wise to Slinky Dog. As a matter of fact, there are two launches. There are two launches on that coaster.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's just like a Slinky Dog, like halfway through, you come to a stop and then you launch again. And it's really along those same type of lines as far as, totally different theming, obviously, but wow, this really is a cool area. I can't believe I missed this. I walked right past it. I must have, because I walked past that, and I went to Hooligan's Grog Gruel or whatever and got the macaroni and cheese cone.
Yeah.
I got the PB&J, the pork, bacon, and jam cone, and it was, oh man, it was delicious. It was so good.
That is one of the things to have, from what I understand. I saw it. I'm like, I have to try it. So many people want it. I think you can get it on mobile order from the Fire Grill that we just saw. And yes, 4 freestyle machines, not 2, not 3, but 4.
No, 4.
And
the
up
freestyle
here,
machines too, just so you know, the freestyle machines they do dispense free water. I don't know if there's a thing on the little cup that you're supposed to get that like signals it, but as far as water is concerned, I was filling up my water bottle with those freestyle machines all day long.
I didn't know about that until let's see, when I went to Toad's Cafe and I asked Camera Girl to get us some water, and I thought she just had to go to the counter and get it, and they just gave her 2 cups, and she went to the freestyle machine and got water. So thanks for bringing that up, because
Mm.
if you want to save on drinks, because they do hit you up for the sodas, if you bring your own, like Propel, water enhancer, stuff like that, you can get nice, cool water from the freestyle machine. So
Filtered and yeah, it
and
tastes good.
bacon and jam. Yes, really, Ram Bam 3000. Kids love macaroni and cheese. And the fact that you have macaroni and cheese hooked up with all the kinds of stuff in a waffle cone and a wrapper that has a dragon on it, no wonder it's a hit. I mean, seriously, I can't wait to try something like that. Hey, Theme Parks Assemble. What's up, everyone? Good to see you. Good to see you. And Ronan Buddy says the person who plays Hiccup in this land is spot on with the original actor. Yeah, do I have that one?
That is true.
He is, because
Did you see it? I was lucky.
He's not in the live stream because I think he had to take a break, but I have a video which I'm probably going to upload to channel members. It's a surprise who we get audio bombed by, and it worked
cool.
out perfectly. It did. It absolutely did. And
where whatever dragon that is, I missed that. This is weird to me because I spent 3 hours in Isle of Berk and missed stuff. That's what, like, I'm seeing stuff that you caught that I didn't caught, even having spent like 2.5, 3 hours there. It's crazy. How big this single land is, by the way.
It is. It's crazy. And this one was so good because Camera Girl, she's a college student in art. She had to stop, record it, take pictures, because she's like, I need this as an animation and drawing reference. Because she just, I mean, look at this.
Where in the land is this thing? How did I miss it?
So if you go in the land, and you go,
if I went right,
you go up, you got to go right.
Okay, well,
you got to go right.
Okay.
Head over towards where the fire drill is. You go over to the right and past that snack stand that we just saw.
Yeah.
And there it is, because you can hear it before you see it. And this is the ice dragon.
I can't believe. I mean, this is wild to me that you're showing stuff that I didn't get to see. I'll have some stuff. I've got a vlog that I'm working on. I also did an interview with Pro. There's 2 parts of it. So one part's on his channel, one part's on mine. And yet there's still so much, so much. You saw things that I didn't get to see. I may have seen things that you didn't get to see. And it's this, and I've said to everybody so far, from what I can tell, this is really a 3-day park, at least.
It is. So don't feel bad. It's like I only got to go to Super Nintendo World in depth. Well, I didn't want to leave, but I did have to go see other stuff.
Like where can I park it here and stay overnight in Super Nintendo World? That's where we saw it. Like, and you got it. Oh, quick question about the cafe that we had is, and I didn't see it. I don't think there is, but in Toadstool, there's no alcohol sold there, right?
Not that I know.
Like, I was trying to find them. Like, I saw what I could see on the menu online. At Toadstool, specifically in Super Nintendo World, I didn't see any alcohol in there. So,
well, hey, BR guys, says hi, Lorena, Erica, and Ron. Can't wait to go opening day. If we miraculously get non-summer weather during the pass holder previews, but otherwise, opening is the only day this wimp will brave the heat. LOL. Well, I would say bring a fan, because I had a hand fan that I brought with me because I seriously needed it. Erica, what do you think so far? Looking at the stuff that we've got here from Isle of Berk.
Did you get to experience this dragon like blow the cold mist on you by chance?
No cold mist.
I was just curious, like how cold it is, and if it's like really wet, or if it's like a dry ice type I'm just curious as to what it feels like.
Well, it definitely is, since things are in technical rehearsal, and
Rehearsal.
I'll
Yeah.
actually say, especially the Wolfman coaster, there's some things that are not, they're not up and running just yet.
Mhm.
So the effect may not be on right now. Because that's the thing with technical rehearsals. They're kind of doing the beta
Yeah.
test for some stuff that's going on.
Mhm.
But I will say, Isle of Berk has so many places to cool off that it's insane, and it's perfect. It's got the family dryers for, if you're going on the fire drill, and all of that stuff that they've got going on. And it's just you walk here, you literally feel like you are in the movie. And this is a Hiccup meet and greet that we're going past here right now, or Toothless meet and greet. But Hiccup isn't there because I think he had to take some time off. But they had Astrid with Stormfly to the
Yep.
left, and then they had a different team member over here with Toothless. So I guess she's the stand-in.
There are
So we
several, from what I could tell, throughout the day, there are several stand-ins not for Astrid, because Astrid comes out with her dragon, Stormfly, right?
Yes, that's Stormfly.
Okay, so
I had to
Astrid
ask the
comes out.
chat because I'm like, what's his name? I forget
Yeah, yeah.
Astrid's dragon's name.
So Astrid comes out with Stormfly, but then she also goes back in with Stormfly because Stormfly is different technology than Toothless. Toothless is a animatronic, and an amazing animatronic. And Stormfly, I would compare that, since we're all adults in the room here, to Kevin at Animal Kingdom,
Ah.
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
As far
I
as the
could see
costume
it.
technology is concerned. So because there
Yeah.
is a human, you can see the legs. I mean, you can straight out
Mhm.
see the legs right there. So you
Yep.
can't. Stormfly's wearing jeans. Anyhow, so when I was in line, Stormfly and Astrid came out and went back while I was in the process of waiting. That's how long the line was to meet this. And then I was just lucky enough that the cast member taking care of Toothless had to exchange right before I got to Toothless, and then Hiccup came out. So I was really, really lucky enough to interact with both Hiccup and Toothless on my meet and greet. And it was, what a special experience that is. And, you put your hand out and Toothless comes up to you just like in the movie. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I think I know those people.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like I might know. Oh, no. I was
Wait,
wrong.
is it the little kids coming up? I know I caught like a couple of little kids that came up. Watch how they have the Toothless puppet react, or animatronic, I should say, because it's definitely not a puppet. React when the little kids come up.
Also, did you see every creator that you've ever known to do YouTube in the park that day?
Yes. Look at his eyes. Oh my gosh. He bends his
Yes.
head down.
His eyes,
And the
crazy.
way they look, I mean, it's not a flat color. It's like different reflective pieces of glass that are in it that makes it totally look lifelike.
You
And
got
this was,
good
oh my gosh,
Stormfly
this was
footage.
so cool. This was so cool to see this.
Did you get to see, like, the twins walking around and they were, like, improv
Yes, Rough
acting?
Nut,
We saw a
and
video of
Tough
that.
Nut. Yes, as a matter of
So
fact,
cool.
we got, I'll put the video up for channel members, but we got audio bombed by Rough Nut.
Oh, that's so cool.
No, see, I saw some characters, but I don't know who their names were. So it could have been Rough Nut. I don't know. But I mean, I was right there in line, and they were interacting for a while before I got a chance to do. And Dan, by the way, got to do both of these dragons. He was ahead of me, so in line.
Wow.
But I don't know who they were interacting, and I got my camera out at the last second right before they walked away. So
Oh, he's at the Toadstool Cafe.
he's at
Oh,
Toadstool
okay.
right now.
Just
Dan,
so
let us know. Is there any alcohol in the menu in Toadstool, or is there? It's all non-adult beverages, like family friendly?
Yeah, I
If you can
didn't. Yeah,
answer
because
that.
I didn't look in the app for alcoholic
Choose
beverages.
your fate.
If you haven't tried it, get Bowser's Fireball
Mm.
meatball.
I saw some cool drinks
It's good.
there at the menu at Toadstool Cafe, but I was gonna ask them if they let me go in and find you, but the line was so long, and I'm like, I don't want people to think that I'm butting in line or anything. So
That line is huge. So I would say if you want to go to Toadstool Cafe, pack your patience, especially now. And I'm working on a review of the Toadstool Cafe. Um, the kitchen was really backed up because when I tell you when this park opened, 80% of the people went to Super Mario World, Super
yeah,
Nintendo World. They did. It was like you could barely. I mean, it was a lot of people, but it was crazy. People looked
not
like
Dev.
ants.
Dev and Dan went
Mhm.
straight back to Monsters Land.
Oh, they did? Oh, okay.
Because PC Dev put his video out, and Dan's Life of the Kingdom is like right in front of PC Dev the entire time. It's really
Well, then
funny. It's like, hey, oh
again,
hi Dan.
PC Dev has already been before.
Yeah,
So before this time, so I get this, but this meet and greet, we cannot, I cannot emphasize to you how good this is. Just the sound
and
effects.
let me tell you this, because we just saw the trailer this morning for the new live action How to Train Your Dragon, and
Mhm.
that movie is going to kill at the box office. And this is going to become even 1,000 times more popular than it already is.
This is going to be even more popular, at least, or even more popular than the Grinch meet and greet at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
That is at least
Yeah.
a 2-hour wait, and
Makes
people
sense.
will gladly sit there and wait for it. So I totally think that's gonna be.
I love this. Can I tell you about the Dragon show a
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit?
hold on one second. Dan says, "I just checked and it's family friendly here. No alcohol. I'm getting
Okay.
spaghetti and meatballs." Oh, the fire flower spaghetti and meatballs, Camera Girl had that.
I would
Yeah,
get that.
she really liked that.
All
Let's
right.
see.
Oh,
Go ahead.
commercial. Um,
Yeah.
so, and also, if you ever want me to share my screen, I've got some of my stuff up, and I can share it. I've got the picture of the cone ready to go. If you want me to share that
The
for them,
majority can
the
be
PB
like
and
Mario
J
Bros.
cone.
Dragons. Okay, hang on. Let's check out the PB and J cone really quick. Let's see. You got the screen shared?
Let me put it on the
Oh
share,
yeah.
and
Yeah. Let me know when you get
there we
that.
go. There you go.
Okay, here we go. Oh, see, this is like I have to I have to see this. Yep,
There it is.
Oh,
this is it.
And I don't know what that green sauce is. It's got such a
Yep.
unique flavor to it, but that's bacon jam on underneath the green. It's like I
Is
don't
that
know if it's
pesto?
avocado based. It might be some type of pet.
it
It's
looks like
real.
it.
It's not hot at all, but it's like pops in your mouth. And it was a good size. Now I paid about $15 for it with my discount. So
Mm-hmm.
this might be like 16 without. It's not, but anyway. But I mean, it's theme park pricing, so you expect that, but you get a lot. I mean, it's a good portion size. It's a meal portion size. It's so, and I just oh man, that thing was delicious.
It's
So I had
so
to get my
popular.
like Instagrammable shot there with the coaster going and the aisle. I don't know what the mountain's called, but yeah, it was awesome.
This
Fun
is
stuff.
this is, I would say, popularity on par with the Shrexel at DreamWorks Land because they were selling out of the pretzel that looks like Shrek, and then it's got green, like literally booger green Swiss
Yeah.
cheese that you can use, and it was just oh my gosh, it was great. Yes, I've never really had a complaint with the portion size at all at Universal, so we'll say that. Any idea what time they opened up the parking lot?
9 a.m.
About 9? Okay,
I know
because I
that.
know
I
it
know
was
that for a fact.
really early. Because there were folks, I didn't get there until about uh I got when did I get there? I got there about I want to say 10:45 because I was just not sorry. I'm not getting up that early, especially when I live that close. And we just breezed on in. But yeah,
Yeah, it's very. I
that's
mean,
yeah,
from where Lorraine and I live, it's such a easy, really John Young Parkway, Destination Parkway. That's it. It's
yeah.
so easy. Um, and the parking lot opened at 9 a.m. I know this because Dan's Life at the Kingdom and I were going to meet up there, and he text messaged me at 7:15. He's like, "Oh, great, Dan, you're first in line. Wonderful. I'm not awake yet, buddy." And I got
How
there. I
about
want to
Oh, I would have
say
been up
about
that early.
yeah, no, I got there at like 9:15 or something, and they were starting to let the
uh-huh.
cars in, and but it was crazy. Like once I parked and headed toward the front, I I'm like, okay, it's not going to open before my live stream starts. So I went ahead and did my live stream at my normal time, 9:30, which is before they actually even opened the gates to the park. But it was great because I was able to show what the line looked like to get in. And
Mm-hmm.
the line to get in was backed up from the security gates all the way back to into the parking lot, which is
Yes.
probably a football field's worth of space at least 100 yards, if not maybe more. But it was a long backed up line.
Yeah.
But once it started to move, it actually moved fairly rapidly. That was
Mm-hmm.
that was impressive. They did a good job. But I'd still
Mm.
prefer the Disney security to the Universal, because it's just like going through you got to take everything out of your pocket. It's like going through an airport, and it's really hard if you're live streaming.
See, that's interesting because I prefer Universals better because first of all, it's like with Disney using those scanning machines, they're not consistent.
Well,
Sometimes I'll go
that's
through
true. They
there
are
and it's
not.
fine, and then other times it'll pick up, like I'll go through with the same thing at another park, and it'll flag it. It's like,
I've had
okay, so
that
now I got
happen.
to go get over in this other line, and
And then they
yeah,
look through
so I'll do that.
everything.
And then they look
So
through every flipping thing.
now one of the nice things at City Walk um, is that uh, at City Walk you go through the security once and you're into everything. It's
Yep.
nice. You're in both parks, City Walk, everything. It's great. It's right there. Um, However, I learned this too. If you park at City Walk to go to Epic Universe, you don't go through security until you get to Epic Universe. You go down into the buses,
Mm-hmm.
and then you ride the bus over to Epic, and then you get off, and then you hit security at Epic.
Yep. That's what you
And
do.
it makes sense. There's
Mm-hmm.
like Lorena. Well, no, you didn't live here back then. I lived here. I used to be a driver for both Amazon and Uber back in 2016. And Kings Point Parkway is right there off of Sand Lake Road, John Young Parkway, Sand Lake Road, in that area right there before you get to Epic. So I would,
Mm-hmm.
was stationed there, Kings Point Parkway. I do my package pickups for Amazon. I would never in 2016 in a million years have in my wildest imagination fathomed a theme park in that location, right there behind Lockheed Martin. It was, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like what they have done. And then when you go to it and you see you walk through the Chronos, through the first gate into the park, you see, I think it's Luna, the
Yes,
moon goddess,
you see
and you look
Luna.
down and you see all the water. You see what they did with water in this park is like, it's so alive.
You see the
Oh,
water, and you see Helios Hotel. That is the weenie, and that is analogous to Cinderella's castle at the Magic Kingdom. Was done, I am convinced, on purpose.
oh, absolutely on
It's
purpose.
so it's uncanny. I mean, like I said, I will die on this hill, but the
Yeah,
spirit of Walt
here's
Disney
I mean,
is over there. Oh, before I forget,
the
real quick.
discussions must have.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ron.
This is odd.
I think you froze up a little bit. But when you get back, to tell me, what I want to tell people is toothless treasures. Okay. Over here is where you can adopt a dragon in an egg. So it's kind of like the little, like over at oh my gosh, Sugar Plums, the little shop attached to Sugar Plums, when you get one of those puffy little pygmy things, I forget the name, from Harry Potter, and they do a whole like ceremony when you buy one. Well, apparently when you get the egg, they do a whole ceremony where you reveal what you got with the egg. And the line was so long for the eggs. That's why I turned around and I came back out. But they do sell the eggs at the gift shop at the front of Epic Universe. So you can buy them there. You won't get the
Mhm.
ceremony, but I want the freaking ceremony. So that's where you get them.
What's the ceremony? Like, what do they do?
I didn't really get to see all of it. I saw some of it online where they kind of make this big
Mhm.
deal about you adopting, this dragon, because it's like dragons and Vikings living together. And
Oh,
it
okay.
just looked like a really, really cool thing to do.
Like the
But
Cabbage Patch Factory in the 80s
yes, exactly. Exactly. They
that I
make
never
a
got to go to.
they make a big deal, which is really cool. But obviously it was really popular. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. And of course, you see the dragons. And not only are the dragons animated, but the sheep are too.
Yeah, I saw that.
The sheep down here are animated.
I
They
love
rhyme
those
me
sheep.
exactly exactly.
So funny.
My cabbages. Oh, I hear you, BR guys. Oh my gosh.
Mm,
Every time I drive by and I see Helios, especially in the evening, it just it looks great in the evening, because we went during like right in between golden hour to like sundown.
mhm,
The front of Helios, especially the clock that they have on the front of Helios, starts to glow, because that's where the sun is setting. Hey, John the Beagle Dad, good to see you. And their fountain puts Disney to shame, and they actually have working LED lights in the ground just cuz. Yes, that's what we showed in this later on in this live stream, when we go over to where Helios is and we look down, and they have like these LED lights. They're definitely seated differently
mhm,
in the ground. There's more concrete to, I guess, LED ratio, and they're very small to make a design, and it
mhm.
looks absolutely flippin' fabulous. I love that. I do too. Because the sheep are so weird, but I love it. But this whole thing right here is, I love Berk. This is such, well, the whole park is family friendly for the most part,
Mm,
but I can definitely see families with young kids. Let's put it this way. If you're a family with young kids and you're not a Gen Xer, you're probably going over here. If you're a Gen Xer family, you're going to Super Nintendo World. I'm sorry.
yeah.
That's where you're going.
Yeah.
And it's just insane. Yeah, these are the family dryers. Okay. So what you're gonna need if you get wet, there's a lot of water elements over here at the side of the park. So, those are the dryers with the dragons on it. And there's also these benches, if you see them. We just saw one, we went right past one. It's like you have to look at the design on them. It's not dang it, I went a little too far. But you'll see it coming up on the right. There are all these, the theming is insane. Even the trash cans are themed. These little benches that you can sit on, they're
Oh,
carved
those
out
are,
in
yeah.
the same style like dragons. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Ron?
Yeah. No, sorry about that. I had an internet hiccup. Not
Ah,
not
no
not
worries.
a not an Isle of Berk hiccup, but a Spectrum hiccup.
Your internet farted. That's what.
Yeah, right.
Marie Jade, I believe that they are.
Mhm.
Remember,
I do too.
these are this part predominantly designed by Disney Imagineers. Remember, they were also the ones that did Islands of Adventure. And then they took the lessons that they learned from Islands of Adventure and put it into this park, because it is the amount of water features that they have in this park is something it's something else. That's a spectacular view, sunrise or sunset. I prefer
Mhm.
sunset just because where Luna is, she starts to glow, and also where the statue of Helios is, he also starts to glow in the evening. So it is just amazing. And yes, Dan, it will. Fire drill will be crowded during the hot summers. It will be extremely crowded. I mean, yeah, Epic Universe, not a screen screen. Wait, Disney has light. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
they have
this will,
breaking lights.
yeah, they will. So if you, like I said, if you got family with you, especially little kids, fire drill is going to get completely, it's going to be long. I'm thankful for
Yeah.
all
there,
the ads,
there they are.
Amazon.
They're partying in the Isle of Berk right there. That was
Hmm.
part of it, right?
This dragon
Do
here,
they have
which I,
popcorn?
yeah, hmm,
Is it, like, flavored in any, like,
I
themed
don't,
flavors
I don't
or
know what's flavored. I know they have the popcorn, the regular popcorn, because they've got
Definitely have
the new
buckets.
popcorn, definitely popcorn buckets. But this dragon here, and I think this is Hiccup's mom's dragon. The puppetry on this.
It's amazing.
Treat your dragon shop that has like sweets and dragon themed treats and pet bowls.
Top of the dryers. Yep.
Oh my gosh, look at
And
this.
Thornton said this is so brand new. It's a sight to not know anything us Floridians this moment around the world. Yeah.
Baby.
And it's gorgeous.
No, it's incredible. Oh,
Oh my
the dragon
gosh.
show. I never said anything about the. I wanted to
Oh
talk
yeah,
about
go ahead.
the dragon
Let's
show.
go
Just
the dragon show.
not all of it. One very specific part is what I'm going to tell you, because I don't want to give away the whole entire show.
Oh,
You
thank you.
can't
Yeah.
film in there. They don't allow you to film in the show. The theater is beautiful. When you walk in, you sit down. Okay, brand new. I mean, obviously it's brand new, but it has technology in it that I've never seen in other theaters. They use screen technology, but you don't see it when you first walk in. But you end up being like, they use the screens to surround you. There's a part in which the audience is in the sky. The theater has filled up with mist. The sky is blue. You're taken up in the sky, and you look above you, and from out of, literally, it feels like from out of the clouds, you see Toothless come out of the clouds above your head, and Hiccup is riding Toothless and flies over the entire audience. And the moment was so breathtaking.
Oh my
Even now, talking about it, I almost wanted to tear up because of how just powerful that moment was. And they take their time. Hiccup, I want to say it's a good 2 minutes that he's taken his time to fly over the entire audience, so that no matter where you are in the theater, at some point in time, Toothless is going to be right above your head, flying over you. And then it's so cool. They come over to where the stage is, and he comes down, and he swoops down a little bit slow, and then comes down and very gently lands. And then Hiccup gets off of him, and then he flies off again. And it is so cool. Like, you're there. It's real. There is a dragon flying over your head, and it's everything that you want from the feeling of being immersed in the movie. They did it so right. I cannot even begin to tell you.
I think that was the dragon show. I believe that it first was created for Universal Studios Beijing, and they brought it over here to Epic Universe. So I've heard such good things about that show. I can't wait. This is Mead Hall. Yes, you can go and eat in Mead Hall, right there. So talk about yet more immersion, to actually get to dine in the actual like Mead Hall. Let's see.
I will tell you, and maybe you feel the same way, Lorena. going there once. This park, going to this park. This is the park that I am dying to get my hands on an annual pass for, and they probably won't be released until 2020 freaking 7 or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
like, I want an annual pass to this park so bad, because maybe it's just the newness. I don't know, but there's just so much to see around every corner. I mean, there's no other park that because there's no other park that's been designed like this, there where every single land is immersive. And it looks to me, and I could be wrong, but it looks to me that they build it in such a way that they're going to be able to add new lands where you will portal to the land, but where they can build the land outside of the current park area in such a
Yes.
way that the park can continue to be fully operational. There will not be construction walls up. You'll see construction probably on the other side of something, but when they're building them, the park will still be completely operational, I believe. I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like.
No, they do have expansion pads, and Universal announced that when they did build this park, that they built it with expansion in mind. Plus, there's also the option that if Lockheed Martin decides to leave, which they probably will sooner rather than later, that Universal could actually purchase that land as well. You can literally drop Universal Studios and Universal Islands of Adventure into this park and still have twice as much space left.
Wow.
I mean, it is insane how big this park is. The walkways remind me of Epcot. They're the really wide walkways with there's the mac and cheese place.
That's where I got my cone from.
That's where the market.
They have other stuff other than mac and cheese.
Yes.
Because I don't like. I'm not big into mac and cheese here.
That's just the one that's
kids.
That's just the one that popped off was macaroni and cheese and a cup. But no, they have other stuff. Later, Juliet, good to see you. And no, they're not leaving Florida Ram Bam 3000. They have a campus. Missiles and Fire Control is the one that's where Epic Universe is. They have a campus that is at least 4 times as large near UCF main campus. And the land is cheaper there, so that's why I'm saying don't be surprised if they just up and leave. Wouldn't be surprising. They've been talking about it for a while, but yeah. Hey, Tom. Have a good one. Good seeing you. This is a play area. Okay. Remember when Disney used to have these?
Yeah.
Have these play areas?
Yeah.
This is
especially over at Dino Land.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Boneyard is still hanging on for now. There's construction walls right in front of it, and you're like, save the rivers of America and save the Boneyard. Come on, Disney, freaking stupid people. Because this is an amazing play area here for the little kiddos, and I'm hoping that in the future they do even more with this park just for the littles, like a boat ride, small boat ride. I know they have the fire drill, but other things like that, an indoor dark boat ride. Pro was suggesting like when they do Zelda, have a Pirates of the Caribbean type of boat ride for Zelda. Can you imagine how cool that would end up being?
Wow.
Oh man,
that'd be pretty.
Yeah, so very cool.
I need to bring Zelda to the park. I need it in my life. But to add, this is literally, I will say maybe 75% with respect to how it's built, like Shrek's swamp over in DreamWorks Land at Universal Studios. It is just crazy playground for kids to like play, burn off stuff. There's covered places where if you just want to hang out and stay cool. It's just literally for kids to just go and just run wild and do all kinds of activities and things, monkey bars, rope bridges, stuff like that. You can see the slide that's right there. Although it in DreamWorks land, this slide comes out of Shrek's outhouse.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it comes out of Shrek's outhouse. So this
Funny.
is still fine, and I love the stroller parking. It looks as a little Viking in the in the dino stroller, which I thought was cool. So yeah, it is huge. I mean, yeah, reminiscent of the Boneyard with respect to space, I would definitely say. And it's they got little dinosaur. No, oh, sorry, little dragon rides and stuff. I did not see any flying dragons this time around. I guess they didn't bring them out today. And that's
As
the
far as the ones that
coaster.
are up in the air.
Yeah,
I think they're waiting for opening day for that to bring out all
probably.
the bells and whistles.
Yeah, because again, it is a
Well,
technical.
exactly. This is technical. It's still, there's so much. That's what's crazy. It's like there's so much already in this park, and yet there's so much more coming to this park. I was going to say, like, you kind of don't feel exactly how immense the park is when you first walk in because of the way Helios is so big that it kind of looks closer than it actually is to where when it's that thing like when you're in Las Vegas and you see that next big resort down the street and you're like, oh, it's right here, I can just walk. And then you start walking and it's like, oh, that's 3 miles away. That's kind of how Helios is. It's not 3 miles, but it feels closer than it is. But the other thing is Celestial Park, all the other lands are portaled off. So you don't see much at all of the lands when you're in Celestial Park. And you go like Ministry of Magic, for example, when you go through the portal, you're like, how the blank is this space here? Like it opens up to Harry Potter world, and that's one where you see nothing else around. Like you literally are in France, and they have done an amazing job there. And I have no idea how big it is.
Let's actually skip on over there because Ron is absolutely right. When you go over to the Ministry of Magic, and let's see, what did I do here? It's dragons. That's oh my gosh, that's Celestial Park. Holy, so that's Stardust Racers at night. Stand right there. There's lights that are in that green partition. There's like blue lights that are in there. The staging area or the loading area, there's lights up in the top that at night it's like a mix of blue and purple, which makes it look like there's like comets on both sides in there. And the art on it it's absolutely amazing. You can tell that they didn't like half-ass it. Like here, for example, there's a patina on that. This is the entrance to Stardust Racers, and there's a patina that's on this. And again, just to make reference, folks, this is a matte coaster, and it's the little details like this that you see, because there's one here, and then of course there's another one on the other side as well. And those white globes, they light up.
I'm going to mention the single flaw here, if you don't mind.
Oh, and go right ahead.
I bet you can, maybe if you use your nose, you can probably imagine what that single flaw is if you went over to this part of the park. The one smoking area that is in this park.
You did say that. Yeah. I didn't. I guess there weren't many people smoking when I went, but yeah, I think you told me that like on the stream. I'm like, really? Okay, that's good to avoid, especially if you are sensitive to smoke like I am. It makes me sick. So
yeah, and you're right. If there's nobody smoking back there at that time, you won't smell it at all. But I'm one of those people. If you light up a cigarette and you're 500 feet away from me, I will smell it. So I'm just really sensitive to that. Yeah, it does. It's powerful.
Let's get on over here
Oh,
to
Ministry.
Ministry of Magic. Oh my gosh, there's a time turner.
Did you
Literally.
play with the wand?
Oh my gosh.
I got a band for Nintendo. I didn't get a wand.
Yeah, I didn't oh god, I need a wand. I need a wand. You guys saw it live when I went in the wand shop. There's this one that I need. It's I've nicknamed it the mermaid wand because that's exactly what it looks like when you go into the French wand shop. Of course, everything is extra. And they have this one case where the wands are displayed, and there's like a glass vase that has like scallop shells and everything, and then the wand. I'm like, okay, I need that. I need that. I need that. But here you go through the tunnel. Yes, that is an active overarching screen that you've got from one side to the other that's just moving, just this kinetic movement that makes it feel like, yes, you're getting sucked into this portal, and all of a sudden, boom, you're in the metro area.
What's cool about these portals is they did the commercials, right? If you've seen the commercials, you see people like in their backyards getting sucked into the portal thing. And I'm like, as real as that can be in real life, they have made that with these portals, and they have done it's just so cool. There literally is no other theme park like this where you walk into that portal, and then you come around here like this side, and then you run right into Provost Park Pass TV and This Life of Ours and 100 other YouTubers on that day. I saw so many familiar faces on that day out there. I'm
yeah.
sure I want to. It's so much easier to say who wasn't out there that day than who was,
Can just say who
everybody was
because
there.
everybody was out there today. Noah Knox Marshall. Hello, my friend, and thank you so very much for that $5 super chat. Okay, yeah, I gotta hit you up. Where did that darn clip go? Yeah, we'll hit you with the ultimate clip. This is pathetic.
Join in, folks. It's yodeling time. Here at Lester's
Elephant green screen effect.
Hi, Lorena. Your podcast helped keep me sane while in Italy. Oh, awesome. 2/3 of our movie by Carry On is in the can. Excited to share the sizzle reel with you. Well, I can't wait to see that. And I have to tell you, thank you so much for my little scent machine, like the ones that they have at the parks. I have it right here under my desk in my studio, and I absolutely love it, especially the beignet scent. So thank you.
You're in Italy, Noah? Mille grazie per tutti. Buona fortuna.
Oh, I'm so jealous. You're in Rome. One of these days I have to actually go visit Rome. Well, actually southern Italy, but Rome, definitely. But speaking of what Ron was saying about like these portals, how they are literally obscured. Like they're obscured in a way that the entrance to all the lands at Magic Kingdom is obscured. You kind of know where you're supposed to go, but it doesn't look like, hey, it's wide open over here. Like Hollywood Studios where it looks haphazard and not planned. But at the Magic Kingdom, if you walk in and you're down Main Street and you see the castle and you just see these lovely gardens and everything on each side, it's kind of like, where do I go to wherever place? And it's like, the walkways that are just hidden. So you can't tell that those quote unquote portals are there. Same thing over here at Epic Universe. You can't really tell what's beyond the garden until you walk and you see that particular portal. And I'm pretty sure that was done on purpose. And then they have also the sound effect that makes it sound like you're being transported someplace else. And boom, here's where you are. in 1920s Paris. And you know how I know we're in 1920s Paris? Do you see all of, not calling the posters, but like all
How did they
the
do that?
they're like basically pasted up there. It's like a certain type of paper, and they use that as decorations. That is how the decorations at Tiana's Bayou Adventure should have looked like if it was truly the
Yeah.
1920s. Okay,
Oh God.
Yep.
you'll
Oh my
see
gosh.
it. You'll see it
don't
all
even
over the place.
begin.
Look, that's what it should
I'm
look
just
like.
saying, you can't begin to compare this to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, because Tiana's Bayou Adventure looks like a Temu knockoff compared to anything here. This is look how real.
It does. See, look at this.
Mhm.
Okay,
This
here's a
is
perfect
the
comparison.
decoration.
This looks, I mean, you're there. It's real. It feels very real. And then you get that stupid car in front of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and they literally have a sticker that's starting to peel off on the front of the car. You know what I'm talking about? Remember that? That sticker on the front of
Yeah.
Tiana's car? I mean, it is people. Here's what I feel like with Epic Universe versus what they're doing at Disney currently. At Epic Universe, the people that worked on this cared. I mean, they put their heart into it. They put their soul into it. They cared how you were going to feel as a guest when you looked at this particular sign. Anybody like, whereas I feel like when they were working on Tiana's Bayou Adventure, it just feels like, here's your instructions, put up this foliage, put up this animatronic, do it, and it's done. It's like, it's the difference between let's just say working at a McDonald's and putting together McDonald's hamburgers all day versus working at a 5-star high level diamond whatever gourmet restaurant. The way you feel putting together a McDonald's sandwich versus the way you feel if you are the culinary chef of this creative restaurant is the difference between these two parks right now.
This, oh my gosh, this looks literally, they did their homework. I don't know if they probably did go to Paris as a reference. And the tallest building that is over in Diagon Alley, which is Gringotts Bank, is the shortest one over here. I mean, just like the outdoor bistros, I will say yes. It also does remind me of New Orleans as well, with the outdoor cafes. Just everything is. There's a candy shop to the right, which I have no business going in, but I went in anyway. And that's Cirque Arcanus, which I wanted to go into, but I didn't get a chance to do. For this live stream, I just went through each land to kind of give folks an idea of what it looks like. But at night, it looks insane. The architecture, all of it looks like the Montmartre
I can't
section of
wait.
Paris.
I can't wait until this park stays open till midnight or beyond so that there's more available time at night. That was the one drawback this day, that closed at 9:00. And so I was over here about 8:30 p.m. and I knew that I wanted to get in both rides in Darkmoor, in Dark Universe. And so I didn't ride it. I just basically, because I didn't get the drop for Ministry of Magic, I'm like, okay, I'll go see Harry Potter Land.
Yeah, I didn't
because I
either.
want to see it, but I'm not going to be able to spend time in it. So I want to go in, see it, film what I can, and then head out, and then get to Darkmoor, which I did. And then going into Darkmoor was like perfect timing because the sun was setting. But then the sun set, and it really wasn't that much later that it was dark and the park was closed. So that kind of I didn't like. I would have spent 3 more hours. I would have stayed till midnight. My feet would have been dead. They basically were anyway. But still, I would have stayed. Now I don't know if you saw this.
Macarons and oh shoot, macarons are my weakness.
And macarons everywhere. Oh, they look like little hamburgers. Did you go down the dark alley?
Oh yeah, I did in my live stream. I'm like walking and I'm like, there's someplace I should go. And then that's when I said, yeah, you're Slytherin when you are drawn to Nocturne Alley. You don't know why, but you just find it. and it's so cool because Nocturne Alley is never really, I mean, there's a sign on it in Diagon Alley, but it's so off to the side, you're really not paying attention to it unless you're kind of like drawn to it. And that's what happened here. You just like happen across it. So yes, they've got all the chocolate frogs, Birdie Bot's every favorite beans. I need this butterbeer glass here. I think it's about $20. It's a good hefty weight, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Just a
And
quick
who said
question.
about your wallet being busted?
Oh god, yeah.
Yes, it will. Yes.
I wish I had I could spend 10 grand in a day there easy, and not even buy the Diamond Castle.
No, you're just like, shut up and take my money.
did any paintings start talking to you?
Yes.
Okay.
That happened on
what I
the
wanted.
live stream too, because they caught Camera Girl first.
Okay.
And and just to back it up, it's like Camera Girl grew up watching the Harry Potter movies. She loves going to Wizarding World of Harry Potter. She was floored. It's like it's talking to me. It's like Turtle Talk with Crush,
Yeah.
but on a whole nother level, because dang on it, I love it. Oh, those chocolates up top. I didn't even look because that's freaking dangerous.
No,
That
it's everything looks, it's perfection.
It's so.
Oh no! Don't
like,
get Erica's. This is Erica's weakness right here. We know.
Is that cake?
Confection.
They're
Perfection.
caramels. So there's butterbeer.
Those are caramels?
Yes, those are caramels. There's like butterbeer flavored ones, and then the other ones that are flavored. So yeah, they have the caramels also over in of course they have them at Honeydukes, and they have them also in sugar plums, but these are so intricately decorated. I haven't seen these like before.
I got a sweet tooth now.
They're very French, and it literally, I'm like, I can't. I have to, but I want one, but I don't need it. I don't need it. Thank you so much for subscribing, Connor, aka your pal Figment. Just subscribe. Thank you. And Precious Moment with Camera Girl. Yeah, I know. They asked me what I was queen of, because I had my Princess Peach one on, and I said, I'm the queen of doing spells I have no business doing.
Oh, what'd they say?
Like, oh, like what kind of spells? I said, I can't tell you. It's a Slytherin thing. That basically explained, yes. That's all I had to say. But it's so cool. They have the portraits there. It's like 3 of them. And it's literally like Turtle Talk with Crush. And it's just like, is that moving? Is that portrait actually? I can't even like describe it, but let me see if I can go back over here.
It's wild, because when it started,
restaurant.
When it started to happen to me, I was like, oh, this is like a pre-recorded type of thing. And then they started to describe me, and I'm like, wait, are they? So I went over to them, and the lady's like, yes, you, I'm talking to you. I'm like, whoa. And there, it's kind of freaky. I've never had paintings talk to me before.
It was nuts when they called Camera Girl. She was like, hey, this is the wand shop. Okay, but the crazy French lady who runs the wand shop, you got to have it. You're in France. You got to have the crazy French lady. These wands they're the version, I think, 2.0 wands. And let's see, that's the one right there with the shells. I need that one. These are so beautiful. They're very extra, which of course is very French. It's very extra, very fashion forward, very Art Deco as well. That's the other thing. I thought I wanted this one with the teal in it, but I saw the other one and I'm like, yeah, I think I want that one better. So they're like displayed like this, and absolutely beautiful. Everything is in the Art Deco style. from the 1920s. So you literally feel like the Great Gatsby is going to, you know, stroll out of here, out of somewhere. But it's gorgeous. This wand shop, and I'm forgetting the name of it. I forget the French name of it. But what I really want, okay, first of all right, this thing right here, I need this. Do you know what this is?
Is that a makeup bag or a purse?
It is a crossbody bag for your wand.
Oh my gosh. That's gonna be a hot seller.
I didn't even look up what the price was, but it's gotta be, I'm guessing it's at least 75, probably like $75.
Ooh.
It's a really nice construction, an awesome idea, because I didn't like that wand belt thing that looked like a chastity belt
Mhm.
that they had for sale. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. It looks a little weird. But I saw this and I'm like, I need it. I need it. You know what? I know I should have said that, but I was so stunned when they started talking to me, and I was literally dumbfounded. Oh my gosh, Andy W, that would be gorgeous. Oh, butterbeer crepe. I think they have that at the Café L'Air de Seine. I think they have it there. At least they better have it there. Shoot. But yes, this is so good. I'm like, this is besides the wand, besides the, you know, the mermaid wand, this is definitely a must have. This is going to be very popular. I think it's specific to beau baton. So there's a
Mhm.
specific style for beau baton Wizarding Academy. So you'll see, like, even their robes are a bit different, but this is a banger. This is an absolute banger. You need to get that. And here we are at the, okay, so I have permission from Camera Girl to show this, actually, because she clipped it, put it on her channel. But check this out.
Because basically in New Orleans, you have the really loud Creole ladies too.
Mhm.
Anti-jinx in place. As such, all spells will be rendered ineffective. Okay, I am going to have to price that bag and that one. I am guessing that bag is somewhere between
See, I'm talking about the bag because I'm
$100.
stunned about the bag, right? And let me see.
But it's gorgeous, and not only is it gorgeous, it's different. That's what I like.
So here comes the crazy French lady. This actress is awesome.
Looking that magnifique, looking so chic. You are stunning. Gosh, thank you so much. Yes, give me a twirl. Everyone, look how beautiful she is. I love your style. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That like made her day.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
That totally made her day. It was awesome. Dad man, yes. I saw Lorena's reaction on this bag and it was like, take my money. Absolutely. And Hyrax Nixus Live, Potter is easy cash for Universal along with Nintendo. So easy to lose track of spending. You got that right. So kind of just like at Disney, what I would tell people, you need to set up a budget for whatever swag that you're going to buy, and then add 20% onto that because something is going to show up that you did not expect.
Well,
And
I will
it's like,
say
I gotta have
this. I will say this that I don't know about the Disney company, but Disney guests this summer and probably next summer are going to benefit greatly from Epic Universe opening because everyone wants to go to Epic, which means Disney's. I mean, they already have started them. They're going to have some great discounts over the next couple of years. So yeah,
yeah.
I think it's going to be a challenge to get people into Disney, and they are going to I mean, the
Exactly.
$99 rooms, the
Mhm.
cars family suites that are $600 priced at $200 now.
Crazy,
Yeah.
huh? Oh, Mr.
Oh, look,
Beast
it's up
fan.
over
Let's see. We showed a couple at How to Train Your Dragon earlier in the stream. We saw a Hiccup, Toothless, Astrid, Stormfly.
Oh,
Let's
there they
see.
are.
Mario. I didn't see characters at Mario World, but I mean Super Mario World. And Harry Potter, we
Why,
just
I
saw
do
the
see
lady with the
everybody
wand.
commenting. What is your name? You there with the fan?
Avery.
Avery. What a stunning frock you've got there, Avery. I am Cassandra Trelawney, and these are my dear friends.
I am Sir Cadogan, a knight of the round table at your service.
Indeed.
Hello, hello.
And that is my dear friend Simon. Now, Avery, tell me, what do you think of our little corner of Paris so far?
I think it's a beautiful place.
Oh, thank you kindly. Yes, we do have a bit of
That is
fun
so
here,
She
cool.
you
was
know.
she was stunned about
It's
Paris.
wonderful training
Camera girl
ground for
was.
the body and mind.
Oh, yes.
It's so lovely to see Hogwarts students expanding their education by visiting our sister
And this is
school,
all like an
Bartol
AI
Academy
type
of Magic.
technology that's being used.
I think the one on the left. No, I don't think any of them are AI. I think all of them are actors,
Actors
and
in the
just like
back.
yeah, like just like with Turtle Talk with Crush, just like with oh my gosh, like with like the laugh lore.
So
Mhm.
There's actors are sitting there can see people come up and they can observe what's going on and interact with you in real time.
I'm gonna
I
I'm
see a
gonna have
camera
to.
right there on the head of that picture frame. You see the little round dots, like that's a
Mhm.
camera.
Yeah.
So I
I don't.
guess the people in the back can see
Mhm.
No,
through the
I'm gonna
person
have
in the
to I'm
window.
gonna have to disagree with you both and say that these are actual enchanted paintings with magic from
That is true. I
I
stand
mean
corrected.
I was there. These paintings were real and they talk to you. Yeah, no, man, it isn't. If there's a Harry Potter fan of the movies and not the new upcoming show that I'm so worried about the show
I am
because
Yeah,
too.
me too.
I'm worried about the show in the sense that you've already what are they like 9 movies, 7 movies? I know 10 movies total. I don't know.
8
There's a lot of
movies
movies, right?
total.
Yeah, I
8.
don't count Fantastic Beasts,
Okay.
but that's just me.
Well, no, I was going with the Fantastic Beasts. However, but my point is, uh, all the movies are really good already. Like as you go through them and you actually get to see Harry Potter grow up and all that stuff, and I'm like, it's one of those things where doing something more could ruin it, right? And you don't necessarily need to do that. And I just that's what scares me. Harry Potter's already been, I mean, if you wanted to do a movie series, I would say, or do a television series, do it as an animation, because kids need
Yeah.
more
Mhm.
animation. But
Mhm.
this new weird live action thing, I'm worried about. So
Yeah, I brought my
I wish they would.
Princess Peach get up because Dad wanted I wanted it. Oh, this is like
Ooh.
swag. Ron, I know you gotta drop, my dear. But thank you so much for hanging out with us. You want to let folks know where they can find you and what you have got going on.
all right, so follow the Bradley's Fun. A lot of epic stuff is going to be coming out. I am editing my vlog right now. However, there is a 2-part series with WDW Pro that we started on his channel, and the second part is on my channel. So you can go check that out now, where we talk, I think, for about a half an hour about Celestial Park and the Dark Universe and all of that stuff. That's on my channel. But everything's just go over to follow the Bradley's Fun, and you can and that's where I am, whether it's here on YouTube or on X or Instagram or whatever, and you'll see me over there, and I'll be doing a lot of stuff on Epic. It's going to be
Oh,
like 90% Epic content for the next week at least, or if not longer. So
I
Right.
can't believe how much footage I shot. I'm like, dang.
lots of cover. There's a lot to cover. So yeah. Indeed. Thank you so much, Lorena and Erica, and everybody in the chat. It was great to be here with you today, and we will see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.
Absolutely. Bye,
Bye, Ron.
Ron. Make sure you subscribe to Ron. I have his link to his channel in the description box. So please do check it out. So this is over in one of the gift shops. You can get the Metro Flu Ministry of Magic. The pouch holder, that's 12. I think the lanyard is 17, I think. I need that. That
That's
looks
cute.
just so amazing. And then of course, they've got the house gear, especially these aluminum water bottles. These are new. I haven't seen these before. Where do you store all this footage, Reina Creole?
Mm.
I have a second phone. The second phone is the one that I use for streaming on. It's got a lot of storage. I also have cloud storage. And then when I rip everything off, I have actually like a 12 terabyte storage server that I put it on. So yeah, I got places. Every time I buy a phone, I buy the phone with the largest storage because I know me.
Yeah.
I take so many pictures, so much video that
I wish I had done that with my phone. I wanted the 1 terabyte, but you can only get it from Samsung. But I needed a new phone so bad because mine was just not working. So I had to go with I went with whatever they had in the store that was the most.
I hear
So I had
you.
to forego the 1 terabyte. I could upgrade technically, but I don't wanna pay another $1,100 dollars for another phone.
Hyrax, you are right. There's so much going on. Like I said, Super Nintendo World, I didn't want to go, but I did want to check something else out. But I could have spent a whole entire day there. And this over here is the entrance to the Battle for the Ministry. What you do is you take the Metro Flu from Paris to the Ministry of Magic in the UK, and apparently that's in the Fantastic Beasts movies as well. That you take the Metro Flu to get there, kind of like how in the UK for Harry Potter you go to the phone booth, red phone booth, and boom, you apparate into the Ministry of Magic. So I did not luck out to get a virtual queue for Battle for the Ministry. It's still got some glitches and stuff that they're working out. So hopefully it'll be running, and by the 26th, I will be able to ride Battle for the Ministry because I so want to check that out. I've heard so much about it. People are like, it is amazing. Oh, this is yet another Art Deco shop as well. There's so many shops over in Paris and eateries over in Paris. Like I haven't seen these golden snitch Quidditch shirts before. There's so much freaking merch. Oh my gosh. Let's see. So these are the Beauxbatons robes. They're kind of like angled and they have the stripes on them. They're a little bit different than the Hogwarts robes. The Hogwarts robes are like really, really black. And these are not. These are kind of like an ash gray. So it's nice to see that distinction between the Hogwarts robes and the Beauxbatons look as well. So I give them props for doing that. Shoot, that's freaking cool. Let's see. We warp out of here. And oh wait, I think this is Nintendo. A little bit. We just happened to walk up. Look at the colors.
Wow.
I'm walking as fast as I can to get over here.
Yeah, there's some wide space there on those steps. I didn't realize how wide they were. You could actually like picnic. I don't know why I thought they were more narrow, like actual steps, but these are like
there's like space to. They have the same thing at City Walk where there's space
Mhm.
where you can just spread out. It's astroturf. If it's real grass, I would not sit on it, but it's
Yeah, right.
astroturf, and it's on all these different sides. You can see the portals from here, like you can see Dark Universe portal, and even the benches around the fountain here have umbrellas over them.
Oh.
Yep. So they have umbrellas, and you can just feel like the coolness, the steam coming off of the fountain. It is insane. I couldn't believe it when I saw this. This is basically Universal saying, you remember that Fountain of Nations that we used to have at
Yeah.
Epcot? Guess what? We got
We got
this.
it here. There is a lot of that throughout this park where what Disney's taken out, they have intentionally added here.
Yep. They sure have. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
that was me. We happened to walk out at the perfect
that show goes
time.
off, I think, like every 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's like the shows change. Well, they go off like every 15 minutes or so, but there's like one for during the day. That's just this cute water show that they have. And I have video of that. So I'm telling you, all you members are getting like bonus videos, like raw footage that I just put up there so you guys can experience it. Yes, RIP Harmonious. Yeah, I don't really miss that one for sure. Can't wait for them to have the full show with fireworks. Yes,
No, me too.
that is coming.
And a
I can't.
parade. Is it going to be a night parade or a day parade or both? I'm just wondering what's coming down the pipeline.
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh my gosh, look at the lights lit
Pretty.
along where you have to step down. That is practical.
That's smart. Yep. You're not going to trip and grandma's not going to trip and fall.
Nope. Do you think they will switch up the fountain shows for Dark Universe doing Halloween Horror Nights? I wouldn't put it past them.
Maybe. I was just asking Raph, I wonder what the seasonal decor is going to be during like the fall, Halloween, then you got Christmas and then New Year's, like just those things throughout the year. I can't wait to see that.
Michelle, it is. This is why I went. So there were a lot of people who took videos and did walkthroughs during the day. One of my favorite times is going like between golden hour to nighttime at the parks because there's just something about the vibe at night that I just love. And here again in front of Helios, all of this starts to illuminate when you're hitting golden hour and then into nighttime. So there's a Helios sticker that you see, not sticker, excuse me, statue that you see. And let's see, let's put this up here. So walked up, check us out. So that is the statue. It lights up.
Lit up. It lights up. Oh, wow.
Lights up at golden hour. The one for Luna lights up at night as well. So you can see from Luna all the way over to where Helios is. And it is amazing. It's like, how would I say it? It's like, you're looking at a Roman statue pretty much.
Yeah. Did you by chance go to Starbucks while you were there?
No, I didn't. I saw it, but I didn't get to go.
I'm just wondering, like, I don't know much about Universal, but you know how Disney's got like their Disney merch, but it's like Starbucks. Does Universal have anything like that?
I haven't seen it. I know that they do have, the places mugs that Starbucks has, and Disney has them for like the Star Wars lands. Well, Epic has one. So that's the only
Oh,
thing that I
okay.
know of. But Epic doesn't
Oh,
have like Starbucks tumblers, kind of like the way that Disney does. That may be a Disney
yeah.
exclusive. I don't know. But look at this.
Oh, that's so pretty. It looks
Oh
familiar. Hmm.
my gosh. I just the LED
Oh, they
light.
did. Wow.
Look
They
at
did strips,
yeah, they did strips.
and they're not broken yet.
No, they're reinforced with the concrete. So most of it is the surface. I mean, it gets walked on, but the strips are smaller. They're seated
Yeah.
better. I don't
Mhm.
buckling and and coming up, but that remains to be seen. But I going by how the structure is, I don't think that that's going to happen. Plus, it's not curved. That's the other thing. It's not curved. The
Yeah.
light is straight. So there isn't this stress point
Yeah.
that's that's happening. Oh my gosh. Do y'all think they will stream the fireworks show to Terra Luna and Stella Nova? That's a good question.
Oh, that's a good question. Wow. I
Yeah.
never thought of that.
Yeah. I don't know if
If
they.
not now, maybe later, because Universal's pretty good about responding to what guests want. If you put it in their little suggestion box, fill out those surveys.
Yes, they definitely want the surveys.
Name
This is the Pan Asian restaurant, the Blue
I wanna eat
Dragon.
there. I
It's
love
open
Asian
next
food.
month. I cannot wait to eat here.
Mm.
It looks amazing.
I
Right
hope they
now,
have
it's
dumplings,
yes. I have dumplings. I want dim sum. I
and
want
I hope
crab
they're
rangoon.
steamed.
I hope it looks like Mr. Chow's restaurant in New York up in there. Yes, I have been to Mr. Chow's. That's the experience that I want. So I'm hoping they do that. Right now, that restaurant is a staging area for guests who are staying at Helios to enter the
Oh, okay.
park for right now. But look at this fountain. Oh my gosh. The fountain is gorgeous.
Mm.
If you see over here the Meteor Pub,
Mhm.
that's got lights that are moving that makes it look like there's a comet. I mean, if at night, this place reminds me of Main Street USA at night when you have like all the lights that are going on and it's absolutely freaking fabulous. This is
It's
supposed to be
so
a
much
Victorian area
bigger.
garden. Mhm. Is absolutely incredible. There's the benches with the umbrellas over it. They've
Oh,
got
yeah, with the umbrellas.
mhm.
Mhm.
And the benches, the armrests of the benches are all like carved out. See, it's like lions. Well, that's just about
Yeah.
but that's how it's done. I'm like, oh my
Mhm.
gosh. And you happen to look, it's like, what's that? What's that portal? Oh, that is the
You think it
portal to Dark Universe.
wow. I'm wondering if eventually they'll have, like, carts, you know, for, like, ice cream novelties, popcorn. It's the little touches, because it kinda helps disperse the crowd when they want their snacks versus crowding just the eateries, you know what I mean?
They probably will. Because with the annual pass holders, it's not a capacity. So it's not that
Mm,
many that are in the
yeah.
park. And I think part of that has to do with the fact that they charged you had to pay to get into the annual pass
Mm.
holder preview. At first I was kind of annoyed and I was like, you know what? This is a park like no other park. Let me try it. And when I got there, I was not thinking about how much I spent, honestly, because I was too busy looking at the stuff that was there. I did not get to check out Pizza Moon. I wanted to, but I got there too
Mhm.
late. So I'm gonna try that on my
Did it smell good?
next visit.
Did you at least get to
Um,
smell it when you walked by?
it smelled good. I got to walk in the restaurant and it looks like something right out of like the mid 1800s with
Oh,
with the
nice.
art and the swinging by, and it looked like different sets. Yeah, it was so
Mhm.
cool. I loved it. I don't know what broke out of that, but you walk in here, you've got like the graves that are, again, that just warps it so cool. Let's
This
see,
is
you've
gonna be
got
my new observe and what can I do here for my what can I
what can
make
you
in
use for
my front
Halloween?
lawn? Yeah. Oh god.
You might
Killing
want to
me
use this
already.
here where you've got you know, grave markers and
The lanterns are definitely I'm like, okay, I could use lanterns this year. Haven't really done that in the past.
can have
I already got a
caskets
fog machine.
sliding
That's
out.
fun. Mm,
Casket sliding out, photo op. They did this in the tribute store for Halloween Horror Nights, so
my-
that's
I
pretty cool.
love
That
the mist.
it's so cool. And it's like it's cool to walk through Darkmoor during the day, but honestly, now at
At
night,
night. That's where it's at.
especially this point in time, because in the day, because it reminds me of, should we keep going or should we stop at the scary house overnight? It's amazing. Even the
Could you
people take pictures
imagine
downstairs.
if they built a hotel based on Dark Universe and the old monsters? That would be something.
Oh man, that would be cool. That would be so flipping cool. Oh my gosh. This land, I want to say, um, oh, I saw some little kids in here, but basically, if you have like teenagers or stuff like that, teenagers are weird little.
Mhm.
I was kind of weird like that. Um, this is where you want to go. It's literally like Bram Stoker's Dracula and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein novels come to life. It is the theming in this place is obviously done by people who love monster movies, especially the Universal monster movies. There's a cauldron in the middle. You don't see that red effect during the day.
Mm.
So that's when it comes off the cauldron. And of course, you see the lights kind of like dimming in and out.
Oh, and they flicker.
But
I love flickering lights. That is one effect I I don't think that's easy to pull off for a
oh,
home
that's
hunt.
the violinist.
Mm.
She tells cautionary tales of the inhabitants of Darkmoor. So that's very interesting. That's Dust Steakhouse, the vampire familiars in there. I can't wait to eat there.
Mm.
Dr. Jekyll's Apothecary. They have their just I love how all this looks. It's so fun, creepy. No, Michelle P. I didn't try the steak pretzel. I did not get a chance. There's so much going on in this park. I knew I could only do two lands in full. So I did do this one and over Super Mario World. The other ones I kind of ran through, but I didn't have enough. I didn't have a chance to try the steak pretzel. And yes, the Invisible Man is viral on TikTok. We did see him. We didn't get a chance to interact with him, but we did see him. He is hilarious. The only one more viral than the Invisible Man on TikTok is Igor.
Yeah, I've
He,
seen snippets of Igor. He's he's an interesting character.
mhm. He is. You know, if the kids on honestly, if the kids on TikTok are talking about it, they're
Mm.
excited. That's Camera Girl just kept talking about the characters in Darkmoor, which is why we just went to Dark Universe and Super Nintendo World. Look at that gothic window up there.
Oh, I didn't know it. Is it like projection mapping
No, that's an actual
or
Gothic window
electricity?
that's up there, and it's got the pulsing light behind it. So I'm glad you could see it because when I
Mhm.
filmed it, it just looked like a blur when I did it.
Oh,
But
no,
I'm like,
it's
I know there was a Gothic
clear.
window up there, and sure enough, there it is. And that's the light, the cool pulsing light. It's
Yeah.
kinetic and just freaking
Mhm.
awesome. I just wow. This is just stunning. So this is the Monsters Unchained attraction. Yep, this is Monsters Unchained, and I will say they have the seats that you can try out, which I would highly suggest doing to make sure that you can fit. Some people who are really top heavy or have a lot in the middle, you may not be able to fit on those very well because it's over restraint, which is not as forgiving as the one that comes up from the floor. But at least they have it there so you can try that. And thanks, Florentin, for becoming a channel member. Thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. So yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do they're probably not gonna call it Halloween Horror Nights because it's already themed like this
Oh,
year
no.
round.
Mhm.
So they're probably just gonna make it even creepier, whether it's more characters, whether it's, special events. That's the Curse of the Werewolf coaster, which is Intamin, I believe. It has that smooth ride like an Intamin,
Mm.
coaster. And the individual cars rotate. It's nuts. I wish it was a longer ride, but it's cool. But the Wolfman was missing. I don't think they had the Wolfman animatronic out there
Mm.
for that if they are. Oh, it's Mac, Dylan? I thought it was
Is
Intimate.
it?
Is it?
I know Mac is known for their spin coasters, but I wasn't sure if it
I
was
looked
Mac.
that up
I thought
earlier.
maybe it was I don't know. I thought maybe it was like
Oh,
Vekoma
thank you.
that did
Thank
it.
you. Wing gliders. Okay. See, I'm starting to get all these mixed up. So I knew Mac was Fire Drill, and I knew Mac was
Okay.
Stardust Racers. But okay, wow, Mac is eating good at this
Yes, are
park. Let
they?
me tell you.
Yeah, they're good at their spin coasters, and they're fun, and they're very smooth. Oh, minus there's one at Europa Park that really needs to be retripped and revisited. It's old. That's probably why.
Of course,
Um,
that was an interesting coaster and really really fast at one portion. It's a double launch. It's a double launch coaster.
oh, I know Cobra's Curse. Does it have a launch or at least one? Mac also did Cobra's Curse at Busch Gardens.
Oh, okay. I haven't been there. Dylan says supposedly a 300 to 400 spinning tower coaster is one of the rumored choices for what may go into King Dakar's old spot. They got to do it big because King Dakar, that is like the coaster on the East Coast. It is a beast. That's the one where you start to rethink your life choices, especially if you're
That's
a
the one that goes
coaster
straight
fanatic.
up and like,
Yes.
yeah, I don't like those.
Mhm.
Ooh.
I was King Dakar. Over here, the Burning Blade Tavern. This is like the dragon on top of Gringotts. People wait for this.
Yeah. Mm,
Do they have music?
Wow.
So good. This looks like it's straight out of the Frankenstein movie, if you've ever seen it.
mm.
And I
Could you
think
imagine just filming that with your phone in black and white and then really getting creative with your videos?
That
Oh
is
my
I thought
gosh,
about that.
there's
And
so
then they
much
did it
for a
again.
content creator to do with
Hey there,
Epic Universe and getting
Angel. How you
footage.
doing? Just listening
Wow.
on the drive home.
I love
That
that.
was awesome. So that is the Burning Blade Tavern. Every
Yeah,
15
this
minutes,
is
the
something
blade.
people are going over to take pictures of it. And as a student of film, and especially the monster films, which I love,
Mm.
it is crazy the attention to detail on that, because the Burning Blade windmill is a very iconic part of the Frankenstein film. And it is just awesome. So interesting they did this windmill instead. Could have been a Moulin Rouge windmill at the Ministry. That's a good point. Cobra's Curse is fun. Pretty sure you just do the elevator and that's the launch. Okay, Michelle P.
Yeah,
Thanks for letting me
thanks.
know.
I only did it once, and that was a year ago. So
I've
kind of
never
forgot if I had a launch or not. It was fun, but it was
never done
easy
that.
to forget. I don't know why. I was kind of like, eh.
Oh yes, Hyrax Nixus Slide. The fire has two mixes. Yes, one for day and one for night. I didn't see it during the day, but I did go at night. And yes, the bell tolls before that's going to happen. The bell toll
Land.
is one of the creepiest yet coolest things I have heard. It will let you know without a doubt that you are not in Orlando, that you are in some
Mm.
Eastern European land. The bell is, oh my gosh, the bell is freaking awesome. I love the bell. Soon as people hear the bell, watch where people start running towards the Burning Blade Tavern to get
Oh, is that
pictures. Like,
when the windmill is going to do its thing? You have to listen out for bells. That kind of signals. Okay,
yep,
good to know.
exactly for whom the bell tolls. That's
The
exactly
bells
what I thought
tolls.
of when I heard it. There's the happy bells, and then there's the creepy ass bell. That's what this one here is.
These are the creepy ones, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
creepy
that's good.
bells. The creepy bells that haven't been tuned right, and just Aldo says, as a student of theater, personally having characters like Mr. Hyde and the Phantom make me so excited to go. Yes, I wanted to go on Monsters Unchained to see the Phantom of the Opera playing the
Mhm.
organ with the flames coming out of it. Everyone who's seen it has been like, "Oh my gosh, that is going to be absolutely freaking awesome to see." And the music over here done by Danny Elfman, Beetlejuice, all that.
Mhm.
He The music is amazing. So amazing. And again, at night, just when you're going through to look at there, no like obvious street lights. It's all just like this glowing lights in the cauldron, in the middle, of
They
this.
really go for like an orange colored light or like a dark yellow.
Mhm.
Interesting to note. I'm like taking notes, okay, what color lights are you using and what settings do you have them on?
It is. I love this feel. It does not feel modern at all. It's the apothecary. There's the makeover that you can get over in that spot. Hey fam, hello and welcome. And thank you. Over 116 of you folks watching between YouTube and X. So thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit that like button. Hope you consider subscribing. I didn't want to leave either. Oh, wait. I couldn't see the sign during the day.
Immersion
And I'm so nosy, I had to check it out.
not enter. Okay, yeah, not going down
Merging.
there. Not going down there.
Hear all of these sounds
But
going.
it wasn't lit up before, so that's
So
cool.
glad I checked that out. I'm nosy. I'm like, That also reminds me of a section in the Hogwarts Legacy game where you have to go down in You have to go into the crypt that only opens at night.
Mhm.
And then, of course, they have the headless ghosts that are tossing their heads back and forth too. It's
Oh
wild.
gosh.
Yeah, it's wild in Hogwarts Legacy. I got to go back to back to playing that game. But yes, that was Dark Universe. And just, oh my gosh, just the lighting. Look at the celestial carousel that's over there. I did not get to ride celestial
Oh.
carousel.
I was just gonna ask too, did you get to ride it?
I wanted to, but camera girl was like, "Yeah, I want to go home." I'm like, "Yeah, well, we have been here all day, so yeah, I did want to go. I wanted to try the celestial carousel at night because I think the music is different at night. But look at the ground.
Wow. Jeez. Wow.
Remember, we used to have lights like this at Epcot.
Mhm. Yep.
I mean, we just used to have it and just the patterns that it's in, and of course you see the lights and the celestial carousel, and it's just like, dang. Yeah. Are you excited for the second Hogwarts to come out? Second? Oh, you mean for Beauxbaton? Yeah, I really like that area. That's Pizza Moon. I didn't get a chance to walk into Pizza Moon, but that's like an homage back to the Man on the Moon silent film where the rocket landed in its eye. So instead they have like Pizza Moon. They made it into pizza. You think it was opposite. She was really worn out. She was really worn out. So I'm like, okay, because I did have her in, well, I won't say in prison because she loved it over in Super Mario World. Oh, Hogwarts Legacy. Oh man, I forgot all about that. I'll have to check it out, see if I have time to play it because I really like the original one for Hogwarts Legacy. And Braylon says, I have to say, your Super Nintendo World was the highlight of this stream. The humanity, the geekiness, and the genuine care you felt for this park was breathtaking. Yeah, this pavilion, there's a reason why this portal is so popular because of how popular Nintendo is. And Nintendo is an intergenerational property. And by
Mhm.
intergenerational, I mean like Nintendo's been around. As far as I'm concerned, Nintendo's been around since I have been alive. I've never known a world without Nintendo. Like at
You hear that noise? Do you hear that?
listen for oh my gosh.
Listening for the sound effect of going through the pipe.
And here you go up in Hollywood through. See? That sound people were like freaking out.
We're going up the warp pipe.
Uh,
Up the warp pipe.
Up the warp pipe, you exit, and you're in Princess Peach's castle.
And here we are in Peach's castle.
I know, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I was geeking out.
Oh
If you've
my
played
gosh.
Nintendo games for pretty much all
Pictures
of your life, this is all of that
this way.
just coming to life.
With this
And
and Goobas.
oh my gosh. No, Connor, this was Thursday
Everything
night.
has changed.
I went Thursday night. Wahoo! Yeah,
I hate
let's
stepping on
go.
things.
Hey, Steel Leg, how you doing? And good to see you. Good to
No, I
see
think
you.
it has something to do with the screens and the transition. I think it's just a screen.
It's like the
Oh.
ripple effect is going out with the
Look at
screens. And
what
of
I
course, there's
got.
Bowser's graffiti there.
Apparently, Bowser stole it too.
Yeah,
But
Looky
Bowser's
what I
graffiti.
got. That's exactly what we used to say
got this.
back in
Mhm.
the days. Looky what I got. Every time you got a one up man, looky what I got.
This, this here. When I saw it during the day, I literally stopped and stood in place for like about a minute, and no joke, was literally almost in legit tears seeing this, because during the day and it's bright blue and everything, literally you went through the warp pipe and you're in Super Nintendo world. I mean, with all the kinetic elements, and you're hearing all the sounds of people with the power up bands hitting the blocks. You hear the sound effect when they're hitting the blocks and everything, and you see like the green shell spinning around, the coin spinning. You see the piranha plants and all of that. The paintings remind me of Mario 64. Ah,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
they do that. There's elements of all the Mario games throughout the land. So I stopped right at yeah, Nintendo 64. That's when I kind of just put the remote down. I couldn't get grasp of the new remotes. I just couldn't. So I just stopped gaming after that. Until the Wii came out, and I played Epic Mickey. That was fun.
Oh my gosh, Epic Mickey was awesome. Epic Mickey was freaking awesome. Camera Girl played that thing to death. But just look at that. Yes, the stairs are steep. You see the stars all in the on the
Can you
railings
imagine
there.
some
Also,
rich person renting this land out for their kid's birthday party?
oh shoot.
You know dang good and well as parents that you got the money, you're gonna do it because
Mhm.
you're thinking, I never had that as a kid.
No.
You're gonna live vicariously through your own kids or your grandkids.
Like I'd be lucky if
Oh,
I got to
jeez.
go to Chuck E. Cheese, but a birthday party that
Mm.
was here and
Could you imagine that? Having that kind of money to rent this land out just for your kid and have a, a themed birthday. Oh my gosh.
that would be insane. Just like best birthday party ever. Now I want to become a millionaire and do that for my kids when I I hear you. This place, it's like everyone goes in here for the most part. They're all, they're all over here. And yes, there are elevators because there's a lot of steps. So if you don't like doing a whole lot of steps, there are elevators. The Yoshi attraction, you do have to go up a lot of steps for that one. So there is an elevator that you can take, and the steps are like spiral steps, just for reference. Same size as Japan without Donkey Kong, or bigger than Japan, not including the Donkey Kong area. I think it's
I
the same size as Japan, and they added
I
on the
read it was
Donkey Kong
bigger.
coaster. Hmm?
I read it was bigger, but I don't know if that includes Donkey Kong or not. I just heard that Nintendo Land, for now, this one here at Epic is the largest. That could change because you don't know what's coming down the pipeline with other parks and whatever else they're gonna build around the world.
Yeah, because with Hollywood, well, they don't have the Donkey Kong. They don't have the Donkey Kong coaster. It might be slightly bigger without Donkey Kong, but I think with the Donkey Kong coaster, because that's exclusive from Japan, that Universal Orlando got. But I've never been to the one in Japan, so I can't say exactly sure. I will say that there were some folks from Universal Studios Japan over here
That is
at
so 80s, that jacket. Oh, man, we would have killed for that as kids.
I saw
Oh
this.
gosh.
I saw somebody with it, and that's what piqued my attention because I'm like, do they have a Princess Peach one? Because I know the Princess Peach one.
Yeah.
This jacket is $90, but
Oh, ouch.
yeah, yeah, it is quite pricey, but so retro, so throwback that
It
if
is.
you have the means, I highly suggest picking
And
one up.
people will. just
They
for the
will.
nostalgia, because we wore jackets just like that. They just weren't
Mhm.
decked out in Mario.
I've seen people leaving with bags. I don't mean a little bag. I mean big bags
Yeah,
of
the
merchandise.
eBayers probably
True. They want to go ahead and
going on
flip it.
eBay and selling it. Yeah, flipping it for
Mhm.
like $200.
It is just insane. Oh, never mind, Jackie. Okay. Yeah, they do. That one was new. Think they got theirs.
They got
I
their
want to say
stuff.
it was done in tandem, but was Japan's finishing I think a couple of weeks earlier because they were
Mhm.
testing it over there while they were building it over here. So I think the walkways are bigger from reports I heard. Okay, okay, because I haven't been to the one in Hollywood. I haven't been to the one in Japan. I know land is more expensive in Japan, so it's probably just smaller. I didn't feel crowded. I will say that, even with the crap ton of people that were over there. Then again, most people are kind of in that area to figure out where they're going to go, where they're going to go next, which is awesome. Yes, these are the power up bands. I believe they're $35. You cannot use your pass holder discount on these, unfortunately, but it does connect to the
Oh, and the
Universal Play
bands.
app. Yeah, that's one of the only things that they won't let you use your discount on. But it's yeah, people were sporting these. They have the different little games that that you can play and use your power up band. There's even certain features in the queues of the attractions that you use your power up band to activate. I first saw that in the Donkey Kong Minecart Madness one, where it was so really it was awesome. People were like putting it there and it just did like this really cool effect. We're like, where the heck did that come from? So yeah, so that's where you can use your power bands, and they actually work, unlike the what the heck is that thing called, the Magic Band
Magic
Plus.
Band?
That was crap. But this
Mhm.
one, it interacts with everything. Like we've seen it like in Universal Hollywood and all that, but people were actively using these, like in line for some of the specialty games that you could use. People had a band as soon as they walked by a cube, man, it was just hitting it, and you hear the sound effect. It's literally like you are in the Mario Nintendo games, all the Nintendo games. It is, man, it is something else. Like being in an arcade all day. nobody's really tried to Nobody's trying to leave. So to exit Nintendo, where do you go? You go back into Peach's castle and there's an exit sign where you have to go down, and you kind of like go through, how to say it, you go through, let's say, a bottom warp pipe, but it's like you're exiting out in the sewer in a good way. You know how in the movies Mario in the sewer found the warp pipe, went up that way? Yeah, that's kind of like the way you come back out and then out through the portal. Because I was wondering about that too. I'm like, how do you go out? Now that's how we found out. Oh, if they add Kingdom Hearts, I'm done for. But that's Square Enix, and it's partially to do with Disney. So I don't know if they would, but I would freaking love it. If Disney was smart, they would put Kingdom Hearts in the parks. But they don't want to at all. Hey, Akido, says Lorena Creole, what's unique about the merchandise here? Remember, we had Mario merchandise since the original Nintendo. Why buy a Mario plushie here versus everywhere else? Well, I would say the incarnations. Like some of us don't have like the jelly glasses here, the power up bands. Yes, you can get other places. There's the jackets, there's the keychains, there's other specialty merch that's there. Here in the US, we didn't have the Star popcorn bucket, and I and there's also like the Mario Kart popcorn bucket where Mario is in his race car. It's $40. Man, it's pricey as hell, but I want it.
Mm.
I want it. It looks so cool. I freaking want it. But yeah, $40. Refill popcorn is $2.19. I get it. It's a new park, and there are people who are actually going to pay that much. I'm probably going to beg off for a little while because I have way more popcorn buckets that I need. So over here, get your power band order all over the place. I absolutely love it. If Disney was smart, keywords, yeah, I know. All the smart ones are gone. All the smart ones are gone. Universal is not returning them, taking them back. There's other play banks over there that you can use. That's a one-up store. See that one? And he finally did it. He was trying.
Yeah.
I'll run that back so y'all can see that. I just thought that was so cool. That's like literally it in a nutshell. Kids are like, no, I'm not too
I
short. I'm going for it.
I love how they made it just high enough for them to jump, and they got the little platform there to help them give them some height.
Mm-hmm. And I love the
Man, I'm gonna have fun with that.
team member uniforms. It's so funny. You're like big. This is literally the ones where just like push your kids out the way so you can get to it first. It's so cool. So this is going over to Donkey Kong. So when I got here on the 17th in the morning, Mario Kart attraction was not open yet. It was a delayed attraction. So it was a 2-hour wait to get onto Minecart Madness. But what happened was we got in the line, and then I think they cut the line off for a while. They were putting on additional carts because of the demand. So it took time for them to get the carts, put them on the track, test them, make sure they were cleared so people could go on. So that's what took so long. But yet again, like old school Imagineering, the queue was so cool, nobody cared. I mean, we did, but they kept us updated with what was going on, which was nice. But the queue is awesome. Now over here, you can see the carts jumping over there. And yes, with the Donkey Kong, with the cart attraction, there are water elements that are there. So that's going to be real popular as well in the summer. And then you have these little side quests over here like this. So you have to beat the Donkey Kong drums in a specific rhythm for a specific amount of time for the rhino to pop out. So I thought this was cool. Another cool side thing to do. Yep.
Yeah, there he goes.
The rhino out. So it's really cool. Something to do to keep folks busy. The shops, all of that. That's the Donkey Kong. The one to the right, like a little stand where you can get the Donkey Kong float, which comes in a little plastic Donkey Kong barrel mug. I've heard people rave about it, especially with the barrel mug. And this is what Minecart Madness looks like at night. And literally, it looks like a golden temple inside. It is a golden temple. And not only that, just in the line, there's plenty of shade, number one, plenty of fans, number two. Although in the summer, still bring your own fans. But yeah, they do. They have fans. They have water fountains in the queue as well that are themed, that have, the golden monkey on it. So they even went so far, that way. Good, it won't be random banging on the drums. That noise would suck if it had, LOL. Yeah, it's a specific rhythm. So I do like that. If you've ever gone by Refreshment Outpost in Epcot and, because you're just playing on the drums, it's like, really? Yeah, I don't know about that. Doesn't quite sound right. Cranky Kong animatronic is cool. Yes. Yes, I have footage of that. If you are a channel member, you've already seen the Cranky Kong footage, but I'll play it for you guys in a bit to close things out. Yeah, I did not want to leave Super Nintendo World. I did not. It was just so much fun just being there. And the amount of people taking video of themselves in Super Nintendo World was insane. Uh it's great. It's everything. If you played the Nintendo games or you just love the Nintendo characters, it's perfect. We didn't have any of the character meet and greets because usually they have Peach, Mario and Luigi, you know,
Toad.
Toads, Donkey Kong. You can meet over in Donkey Kong Country. Toadstool Cafe, I would say that just like at Disney, you probably want to eat there on the off times because it gets crowded. It gets crowded really quickly. And also, what else was I going to say? There are these screens that are in Toad's Cafe, right? You can see the ones that show the kitchens and the ones that show what's going on outside. But the Toads running around doing their little business or whatever it is that they're doing. The weather will change and you will start to see thunder and lightning and it getting
Oh,
dark.
wow.
The lights inside the Toadstool Cafe dim.
Oh my gosh.
And you see, Bowser coming through on his
Oh,
ship and
that's so
everything.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was not prepared for that. I was so not prepared for that. And that was such an awesome addition to have to it. I'm like, wow, this is what y'all did. Really? Really? I did not expect it. And I was like, oh, is that a one-off? I want to say probably like every 15 minutes it does. And sometimes it's just dark without lightning. And then sometimes there is, lightning. So it literally looks like it's outside. And there's a couple of screens. So every like eating area has a screen to look at, whether it's the one looking outside or the one looking inside to Toads where they're, where they're cooking everything. But it's crazy. It's crazy popular. Lots of kid-friendly food, as well. Burgers, chicken nuggets, spaghetti and meatballs, like the flour spaghetti and meatballs. I had the Bowser Fireball meatball, 1 pound meatball, spicy, comes with a Bowser faced puff pastry and a serving of hot sauce.
Was it
That was
really spicy?
um
Just
yeah.
wondering how
For
the
for
level of
me
spice. Yeah.
for me, it's like, I'm gonna use I need the hot sauce to kind of like
Okay.
it tasted savory, but if you do not like spicy food, I would suggest not eating it.
Okay.
You
That's what I was asking.
probably
I don't mind a kick, but if it's that spicy, I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, I gave it to the camera girl, she wanted to try it, and her first remark was, "It's really spicy." She liked it, but she was just like, "Yeah, it's really spicy." I said, "Yeah, I know, that's why I ordered it."
Right.
But yeah, it was good. I had a little Bowser, I think I put it in my purse. It had Bowser's flag put in the meatball. I'm like, "Ooh, it's plastic. Guess what? Souvenirs coming home." That's me. That's the type of thing that I do. So let's see. I'll answer some questions in a bit. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I want to bring up Cranky Kong. So since you channel members have had a chance to see it. So this is the Cranky Kong animatronic. It's about halfway through the queue where you get to it, where you get to see it. And this is a little bit of Cranky Kong. So watch the animatronic here.
The trouble is the tiki tap tribe. Those good for nothing dumb drums have broken into the golden temple. Keep your feathers on, Squawks. I'm about to tell them. You see, those noisy nincompoops are after the sacred golden banana. The same golden banana that's been safe in the temple
I
for
love this.
thousands of years. Legend has it that if it's stolen, an unspeakable fate will befall the land. Whatever. Keep it together, you lousy parrot. I swear this bird will be the end of me.
Oh my gosh, that
I have 12 emails.
Cranky Kong. That was such a crowd pleaser. I'm like, wow. And the animatronics, super smooth.
Nice. That's important.
Yep, super smooth. They even had jungle vines on the inside of the
Oh, wow.
temple and like artwork in the temple of like, the Donkey Kong gorillas worshiping the
Mhm.
the golden banana.
The golden banana. That's
The
awesome.
that golden banana. So I think the ride in itself was probably, I want to say maybe about a little over a minute, but there's so much going on and you're jumping over broken parts, just like in the games, and going through parts where there's water and water kind of sprays everywhere. It's fun. The way that the attraction is, the way that the larger than life plants and real plants and smoke effects and all of that. So if you've ever played any Donkey Kong game, trust me, you wanna check that out. Diddy Kong was there. I think Daisy Kong. So much fun. Minecart 75-minute wait, single rider 16 minutes. Yep, that's about right. And once they open the park,
Oh,
the wait for
Mm.
this one will be less than the one for Mario Kart. Mario Kart, that's like the one that you have to do. That you have to do over in Super Nintendo World. It's like everybody goes there, and I freaking loved it. I wish it went faster than it did, but I'm a
No.
speed demon. That's my fault. That's totally my fault. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was fun. It was fun. Literally the whole experience, of you getting ready for the race and you're in Bowser's castle. Let's just say Bowser, I have to it's not a POV. If I could do a POV, I probably would not, because that's something I kind of want to leave as a surprise for people to see. But I did the whole queue, and I will say this, that queue is on par, I want to say, with some of the best back in the day Disney Imagineering in the queue. It's just that good. Absolutely just that good. Okay, I said I was going to stop, but I'm going to show you this. This is the one POV that I do have. If you don't want to be spoiled, you probably want to come back in about 4 minutes and 40 seconds. This is the one that I was allowed to do the POV on. And of course, this is the extremely family friendly Yoshi's Adventure.
Yoshi People
And
Mover.
yes, that's exactly.
It's a Yoshi People Mover.
You get to see and again, this is a clear day. It's just like
Wow.
totally immersed in all of it. Also, when you
Did
see
you find all the eggs?
yes. So when you find the egg, you press the button.
Mhm.
Press the button on your little console there, and you have like the eggs. But let me see. Let me speed it up a little bit. But yeah, it's a leisurely, yeah, Super Nintendo people mover, just like just like Erica said. You get all. I'm just looking at like all the parts. going on. You see all the coins. I just and Dan can back me up because Ron had said the same thing. It's like we were here and literally wanted to cry when we first saw this place. It's just how detailed this place is and just the emotional gut punch you get. Oh yeah, those are screens that were there. I have the cue for Yoshi as well. So I'll send you guys a cue. The cue is cute. The cue actually reminds me of
Baby Mario.
what is that? The Toy Story ride. Toy Story Midway ride. This is so detailed. I love it. Like the kind of stuff we used to get from Disney. Just fun. Hey Phil, just watch the footage from the rides yesterday. All of them mostly looked great. It's
There's a
baby.
baby Princess Peach. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen that. It's adorable.
I absolutely
I
loved.
want a pink Yoshi. I didn't
Mhm.
know Yoshi came in pink. There's a pink one?
Yes, there's a pink one.
Ah,
Absolutely. There's others red egg. I had to hit the button for the red egg.
do they have chocolate Yoshi eggs? Is there like a candy shop there? Do they have any kind of Mario themed like candy and treats?
I think they do, but I walked by so walked by so fast. I'll have to check. Somebody else probably knows the answer, but I'm pretty sure that they would. I think they did. Especially in the gift shop, you get kicked out. You get put into after you get off of Mario Kart. Although I will say, and people are talking about different stuff in that particular shop, you can find Mario Kart signs. You know, like Splitsville, all of that stuff. So that's cool. It's so cute and so colorful and just fun. I love it. The bright colors, everything. This attraction is so much fun. And the minions and the monkeys part of the banana.
Oh, be funny.
Yoshi looks cooler than I thought. The music is so Japan. When you went through and you saw like Baby Mario on a green Yoshi and Princess Peach on a pink Yoshi, and the colors and all of that remind me of I mean, it reminds me of Splash Mountain, honestly. When you go in the laughing place and it's like all, just this bright colors and you're just attracted to
Mhm.
it and the movement. You noticed it was not a fast track. They're not spinning you by to get you out of there and load other people on. It's very deliberately slow so you can take in all of the elements of the attraction. And I really love that. I mean, that's just a microcosm of stuff that's going on in Epic Universe. I didn't even really get over to Celestial Park because I really wanted to ride the carousel at night because it's a rave at night. That's what I'm saying. I want to try that over there. And also Stardust Racers, which looks so cool at night because the track isn't lit. The individual cars are lit. So it gives a totally different vibe. Yeah, Disney has a problem. Disney has a problem. When you can charge that much money for an annual pass holder preview and people willingly pay it, and like me, did not want to go home because I was having way too much fun. Yeah, I think people are really going to be surprised how well this park does because of its scale with how many people. that it can hold and that it actually looks like an actual park. You know, Erica, remember when Disney parks used to look like parks?
Mhm. You know, it's funny you mentioned that. We were watching an old, one of the old retro vintage YouTube channels, and someone had posted a 1998 video of living in the land. And I was watching it and I looked around and I said, there was a lot of more plants on the attraction back then. You don't realize it because over the years,
Mm,
things gradually change. So you don't
yeah.
really notice it over
Mhm.
time. And in comparison, that attraction looks naked now compared to what it did back in 1998. I mean, they had just massive bushes
Mhm.
of all kinds of stuff all throughout the ride. And I was really kind of shocked. I'm like, geez, you don't even realize the changes because they're so gradual
Mhm.
sometimes. And yeah, it's kind of a little disheartening because I didn't realize how much even living in the land had changed over the years since the 90s. When you look at it now with the current, live streamers,
Mhm.
it's like, oh, there's a lot less foliage than what there used to be.
Wow.
Like
I
a lot less. A
wow.
lot.
Know that. Oh, and Florentine says, I believe you, Erica, the contemporary quick service was a fine steakhouse restaurant. Really? It was? I don't, for some reason, I keep
Mhm.
thinking, well, I didn't really, the only time I really ate or at the contemporary was either at the California Grill, and I would say California Grill and Chef Nick.
Mm,
And only recently I've been to like the Contempo Cafe since I moved here, the Contempo Cafe and
mhm.
Steakhouse 77 because California Grill is not what it used to be since the chef left. Hey, Marla Nine says it all looks amazing. Can't wait to experience it myself. Thanks for bringing us along. Well, you are very welcome. I truly enjoyed this park. It is an understatement. I would say take 3 days to see
Mhm.
because it's so much. You could spend a whole day in Isle of Berk. You could spend a whole day over in Harry Potter Paris section. You could spend a whole day in Dark Universe if you wanted to. And definitely you can spend a whole day over in Super Nintendo World. There is just so much. And even cooler, when you get out of the parking lot and start to walk into the park, the walkway has Epic Universe music piped in. So you are hearing the music like you're about to go in this great adventure, literally, as soon as you go from your car and you hit the main drag to get inside. It's fabulous. Universal has knocked this out of the park. They have raised the game with this, have put park in park, put the park back in park,
Yep.
but with a complete unified theme
Very
as
cohesive.
very,
Yeah.
very, very cohesive.
I'm shocked at, I came through my feed, in one of the Universal Tips and Tricks, Facebook groups,
Mhm.
and some person posted how Epic didn't seem all that epic, and I'm like, "What?" So I'm reading through the comments, and of all people, one of their own employees, and I don't know if maybe there was, like, a language barrier because it
Mhm.
felt like as she was typing, maybe her English is her second language.
Mm.
But the fact that even their own employee was kinda, making a statement of, "Oh, this is more of a park for older, like, kids and adults," and I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Ha-
I'm like,
ha-
"You
has
and
been
you
paying.
work there?" I'm like, "What?" Yeah, I was like, "I'm sorry, that is not computing from what I have seen." Little kids will most definitely be having fun. I was kind of flabbergasted at reading some of the comments. Not all of them are bad. A lot of them were kind of defending because a lot of people have been, but then you had just as equal amount saying that looked kind of overrated or underrated or I'm like, but watch, one day y'all are going to spend the money out of curiosity and you're going to go. Is the thing. Yeah, curiosity is going to bite you.
Like, why are all these people going over to this park? I have never seen so many Disney influencers at a Universal park, like, ever.
Yeah.
And enjoying the park. There is literally something for everyone. And it's not just, hey, we're going to throw this experience at you and, charge you out the wazoo and not give you value for your money. If I had to talk about value that I wasn't looking at, like how that live stream started, where I'm over there at the Hooligans hangout and you can see, the fire drill boats coming by, just something as thoughtful as that. Like, okay, I need a place to park my kids. I need a breather, just going to eat. And the immersion, how nice it is, how there's so much stuff to do. There's so much stuff to look at. I mean, especially with the dragons that are all over the place. No, we did not see one fly that day, unfortunately.
I know what I wanted to ask. Did you notice any pumped smells maybe? Like any scents?
You know what? I didn't. I
I'm
really
just
didn't.
curious if there's pumped smells like at the cafes, the candy shop, Darkmoor. I'm just curious,
They
like if they're pumping smells like Disney does. I hope so.
They probably will. I think for the technical rehearsal, they probably didn't because I didn't really notice anything. But to be fair, I was focused on looking at all the stuff,
At everything. I know.
especially the ice dragon, the ice dragon and like the toothless meet and greet. Yeah, toothless. And y'all also had Stormfly. I was so busy looking at just all the stuff that they had in this park. It's something else, and it's very, very obvious, even from the and I have it on video, where you walk into the main portal under the Chronos to enter Epic Universe. There's that wording on the front, which is very reminiscent of what's at Magic Kingdom. And there's also a message when you leave.
Yeah.
That is very, very blatant how they did that, how they had it set up, all of just the experiences that they deliver. And it is the experiences, because Disney used to do this with Imagineering. It wasn't just what you saw. It was the experience on an emotional level. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What are you looking at? The cues where the attraction would start as soon as you stepped in the queue. And once I post the Mario queue walkthrough, you will see exactly what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
I've seen that. I've seen the one in Japan, the queue line. Wow. Yeah.
I'm just like,
That was.
no, I don't want the line to
just
move.
as
I want to see
immersive
this.
as it's just as immersive as Harry Potter
Yes.
and the Ministry of Magic. You feel like you're in the game.
You really do. It's hilarious. Even down to the schematics for a Green Shell and Bullet Bill. I was like, dang. I did.
I picked the goldfish mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Disney mac and cheese bread. They have one at Disney?
I didn't know they did.
I didn't know they did either.
Oh, let me know where that is, because I did not know that as well. Oh my
Maybe
gosh.
at the boardwalk?
It could be. It does sound like something that would be a boardwalk thing. Let me know, Akido. I appreciate that. Connor, aka your pal. Figment, did you get to see the night lights, the babies, Dart and his sister? No, I didn't. And I think they were probably out earlier in the day before I got over there, and I so wanted to see them. So for people who don't know, the nightlight babies dragons are the kids of Toothless and the Light Fury, which I love because she's so pretty, all white with blue eyes. So these are their
I
kids.
saw a video. I saw the little white one, and it was just this little baby of a
Hmm.
oh my gosh. I
Pouncer,
was like,
she's so cute. She's so cute. And all of them like Pouncer and I forget the other two. Um but what that is basically you have a universal team member like a Viking bring out the nightlight baby, I mean, brings them out, and the robot, because that's what I call it, because that's what it is, follows the commands given by the team member. So there's a
mm,
commands given by the team member. So they like to say Toothless says. They're like, Toothless is the alpha dragon. So we all listen to this. So Toothless says, what's it? Toothless says, like, wiggle your ears. And the nightlight will wiggle her ears. And
oh
then
my
there's the
god.
other like little things that they do in between that's controlled by someplace else, where they do these little intermittent things that, that it does. And it's just hilarious to see. And they're so cute. Like they'll look around, they'll blink their eyes. It's the coolest thing. So I'm upset I didn't get to see them. So hopefully I will see them when I go in May, because I want to see them. I want to get my little eggs with dragons in it so I can truly be the mother of dragons. I really want this. It's just so cute. I'm like, I have to have that. But yeah, I didn't get to see them, but I got to see Toothless and Stormfly, and especially the Toothless meet and greet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you have kids, you probably want to get in line first for that.
Mm,
Because that meet and greet is going to be so, so, so long. Thank you so much,
oh,
Steel
thank
Leg
you.
of History. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Let me hit you up here. All right. Have a blessed Easter, Lorena and Erica. Damaj and I was kind and stopped by yesterday and wished me and my chat a blessed Easter.
Oh,
Yeah, Jamajanai is awesome, folks. You got to check out Jamajanai's channel. It's part of the Dark Council. And of course, check out Steel Leg of History's channel. I mean, Steel Leg has been a supporter of my channel pretty much since the beginning. So you guys have a special place in my heart. You have a blessed Easter, you and your family as well. And thank you so much for your support. I did not
and I
see the
just subscribed.
Untamable Dragon show. Oh, sorry.
And I just subscribed to their channel.
All right, all right, all right. All right. Connor, I didn't see the show. Ron did. So if you scroll earlier in the stream, he talks
Mm,
about the Untamable Dragon show. I won't see that again until next month. I'm planning to spend more time over in Paris, was in World of Harry Potter, and also in Isle of Berk. So those are two places that I wanted to focus on. Need time, ideally 3 days. 3 days. One
yeah.
day for two lands, another day for the other two lands, and a third day Celestial Park and all the other stuff that you missed. And I think earlier, oh my gosh, Dadman asked about how long the walk is. The walk, I would say, is about 15 minutes. You can do it in 15 minutes at a brisk pace. There is a shuttle that you can wait for, but honestly, it's it's across the street. Stella Nova and Terra Luna are literally right across the street. And I think, don't quote me on this, I think you have a special gate to go in, actually. And you get in the park an hour earlier if you're a hotel guest. So the park opens at 11. Guess what? You get in at 10.
Oh.
Disney does not have
So they
anything
are
at that
doing
price
that.
point.
So they are
Yes.
doing that for Epic, for Stella Nova and Terra Luna?
And Helios.
Okay. And
Mhm.
Helia, okay. But they're not doing, like, after hours, just the morning? Well, they don't really do
Um,
or not.
yeah, they
They don't really
really
do
don't
after
do
hours.
after
Yeah,
hours.
I'm thinking Disney. Oh, no, the Express Pass, that's what I was thinking, the whole, if you stay at one of their signature resorts, you get the,
Oh, the Express
um
Pass. Yes, the
mhm.
Express Pass. So,
Are they doing that at all? Are they honoring that at all for people staying at their signature hotels? For Epic?
you know what? That's a good point. I know Helios does. I don't know about the other ones. Although, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. If you have a ticket into the park, and if
Mhm.
you're staying, I believe if you're staying at any signature resort, I think you do get that privilege.
So they
Definitely
are
for
gonna
Helios. Yeah, definitely for Helios. I would say so for the other hotels. I'm trying to take a quick
is it
quick
Hard
look.
Rock and Portofino? Is that
Let
the
me
other one?
bring let me bring this up so I make sure I'm actually saying the right information. It would, then again, this is just me. It would follow logically that if you were staying at, like, say, the Hard Rock or Portofino or Royal Pacific, and you had a ticket to Epic Universe, that your room ticket should give you the same privileges. But this is
Mhm.
for Stella Nova. Yes, early park admission, 1 hour before the parks open, valid theme park admission required, select attractions. I think Super Nintendo World right now is the only one that does. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Michelle P is saying there's no hotels that offer
Okay,
free express for Epic.
okay, so
Ah,
probably not right now then, maybe
Helios
down the
isn't here.
road.
Yeah,
So then maybe down the
Portofino
road they'll do
included,
it.
Helios unknown. Let's
Okay.
see. Let's say express. Let's look over here. For Helios. Separate admission, early park admission. You know what? Now it's coming back to me because some people were like, "How come we don't have VIP, dedicated entrance to Universal, Epic Universe?" Well, that's Helios.
So
The
just early
other,
park admission.
yeah, in the early park admission that they have there. I love the Royal Pacific. That's why I'm bringing them. I've stayed there. My gosh, it's more Polynesian than the Polynesian, especially now. Trying to tell you. Let's see. Yeah, just the Staten Islands of Adventure. So yeah,
Mhm.
which would kind of make sense because one, it is a new park and they're trying to recoup,
Um,
what they
yeah.
put into it, and at the other time they're testing this in phases. I wish we did. I wish we could, but they're trying to get that money. Unlimited Express is only for, yeah, that's what we just said. They have
Oh,
moved up SF. Oh, Sapphire Falls up a level, but it's not offered. Okay.
that's offered, okay.
Maybe Express will come after a year.
That's what I'm thinking, when maybe the honeymoon phase kinda levels out.
Yeah. Because
I would I would say when they start introducing the annual pass option is maybe they'll start introducing.
yeah, because I don't know if they're gonna do the annual passes starting next year or how that's gonna work. Because I had a question because my pass just renewed. So I'm like, okay, is that gonna
Mhm.
include Epic Universe or is it not, not going to include Epic Universe? Okay, I guess not.
I'd
So
imagine what will happen is they will put an offer out if you're already a pass holder, to add it on at a discount, and then they'll have a separate pricing tier for Florida residents that have annual passes. So you'll have probably the ones that are out of state and the ones that are in state to
Mhm.
add on, and it'll be discounted to compared to people that aren't annual pass holders, and they're wanting to get all the parks, and they're paying, like, full price.
Yeah, because I was thinking that if they, and I was just spitballing, if they add Epic Universe onto um, the pass holder option, that it's probably going to cost anywhere between 30 to 40% extra. That
Extra,
was
yeah.
my thinking. But wait a minute, let's see. Universal is not trying to offer it anymore. They want to sell them and not offer them with the hotels. Oh, that's for Express, right, Michelle P?
Mhm.
Okay, for Express, which I kind of get. It's like, why limit it to the hotels? Give it to everyone, which they do. But also, here's another thing to remember about Express at
Mhm.
Universal: it is a finite amount.
Yeah, they do sell out. You gotta get there early and first come, first serve.
Mhm. It
Yeah.
is expensive on purpose
Yeah.
because they limit the amount that they sell. Like Disney will oversell,
Mhm.
their passes. They don't care. It's just like, we got your money. Too bad. You got to wait. But Universal has a finite amount and it's expensive on purpose. I have never seen an express lane extend all the way out past the standby queue.
Yeah.
Nah, I've never seen that happen. Even when
This is one park I would shell out the money for a VIP tour. I've
yes,
never done one at Disney, never had to, but this is one situation where I told Raph I would gladly throw down about $700 for me and you for a VIP tour.
yeah, I would.
I think it's worth
Universal
it.
has the best VIP tours. I've done it for the haunted houses
Mhm.
for Halloween Horror Nights. Like, had a tour of like six houses. That VIP tour was so worth it. Like for me, I'm not really so much for the jump scares as I like to see everything that goes on behind the scenes. But I've also done a VIP tour at Universal Hollywood, which was good too. It's very, very much worth the money, and especially for this part. I'm gonna have to look
Yeah.
up how much it is. But I definitely would,
I think like
definitely would for this part.
$389 or $386 a pop, which I didn't think was bad personally. I mean, I would
No,
assume that's separate from your park ticket because I know at Disney it's separate, it's not bundled.
no, because I think, where the heck was that? Daggone it. We need to do like, where's the I would think the VIP tours would be over here. But yeah, considering with the VIP tour that you get to use Express Lane. And not only that, if I remember correctly, when you're on the VIP tour, you basically have the express pass to go through all
Yeah,
the other rides once.
that's why I want it. That's
Yeah,
the only way I can get on all the rides.
I absolutely
Oh, goodness.
love. Let's see.
Like, at least once, I was telling Rap, if we could at least just do it once, maybe for our first trip, just so we can, like, be able to see everything, then after that, we've seen everything, then we can after that, just take what we can get, moving forward after our first visit, but
Yeah, I would. I really, really would. Let's see. Get details. Red carpet. VIP.
Oh, go up. Is it 2 park? What?
Yeah, they've
Or
got
2
one
park
for
1 day. So
two
it's got the
park
park
one
hopper.
day. There's one
Oh, that would
park
be fun.
one day. VIP, personally escorted by UO expert, and they know a lot, especially Halloween Horror Nights. The person you get for that behind the scenes tour or even the RIP tour, They know a ton of information about the haunted houses. Let's see. Universal Studios Florida, Islands of Adventure, and or Epic Universe. So literally, you are going through the front of the line of pretty much, well, the express lane through all. You have 2 parks. Guess what? You're going through the express lane through all 2 parks. You get complimentary continental breakfast and lunch, priority
Ooh.
access to rides and attractions, exclusive behind the scenes experiences, valet parking for 1 vehicle. Okay, this right here, you want this when the park is crazy. Get valet parking.
Okay.
Do that. Universal ride access with VIP credential to skip the regular lines 1 time at participating rides and attractions. So that's going to be the crux of it, the ones that participate. But
Participating.
yeah. So Battle and Ministry might not be on the list, but you kind of have to check and see discounts, VIP lanyard and credential. Yeah. So their private VIP experience. Oh shoot, yes. Well,
Oh, there's
I'm
2
getting too
different
much of my blood. Yeah, there's
VIP.
2.
Oh, I thought there was
There's
just
2.
1.
No, there's a VIP tour where it's how many people they
Oh,
put you all
okay.
together, and then there's a private one where you're just like, no, it's just us and none of y'all, which is expensive. I think Disney does the 2 tiers, too, because like I've seen larger
So
groups with VIP, and then I've seen really, really small
oh,
ones.
okay. So if you have multiple families, it'd be like the VIP, but if it's just 1 family unit,
Mm-hmm.
then
Yeah.
it's just the private. And
Mm-hmm.
that's all we would want because it's just 2 of us, or maybe Christian if he's with us or not. But we're
Mm-hmm.
just 1 family. We're not I wouldn't do it with, most of my friends wouldn't be able to, I don't think could afford it. I'm like, that's why we would go on our own, do it on our own. 'Cause yeah.
So with these, it's like if you have enough people, it's like it's cheaper to just have like your
And then you
own
just split
VIP
it.
experience or or the private one. But if it's just a couple of you, they just, kind of fill people in. Just like with the behind the scenes tour that I did for the haunted houses. Like it was
I
just
see.
me, but I was put in a group of like I think 8 or 9 other people. And
Okay.
we went.
All right,
But
now I
yeah,
get it. That's the difference. All right. No, I
yeah.
would wanna do the private one, just like me and Raph, or just me, Raph, and Christian.
Mhm.
That's what I was
That
going
would be an absolutely fun time, especially there. Are you gonna make it to the circus show? Yes. I'm going in late May, as I bought my tickets in May before we knew any information about the annual pass holder ticket. So I just happened to be able to go now, but I'm going back again in late May, focusing on the Ministry of Magic, Paris, Isle of Berk, and of course, yeah, I'm going back to Super Nintendo World. But those 2 are actually gonna be my focus. And I'm gonna try to dine at the cafes and try to get that mac and cheese in a cone.
Mhm.
Florence says, why doesn't Disney have a 1 night after hours for AP pass holders? If Universal does such, that sucks. That's because Disney wants to get as much money as they can from the people who are spending big bucks to come visit out of town. It's because that's the model here at Walt Disney World. Now, Disneyland, they have all these after events or whatever, but that's for like a local crowd, which is why they actually give more pass holder concessions. At least that seems like to me over there. But no, they're not going to do it for pass holders. But you know what they're going to do for pass holders this summer? Let's see, we get a free magnet. We
I'm so
get
sick of
a
those.
pass holder lounge with probably bagged chips and goldfish pretzels. And what else are they doing? Oh, and discounts on merchandise. Not free merchandise, discounts on merchandise. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they think they're giving us when Universal gives us a lounge over in Islands of Adventure, which is extremely nice. There's the after hours event I think they expand. It used to be one night. I missed it last year. They extended it to 2 nights, which is really cool to go because you get the islands of adventure to yourself for like 8 hours. It's 6 hours. Either way, it's fun. It's literally like a big, huge flipping party that they have going on. But Universal loves their pass holders. I mean, you check in, they're just like, oh, thank you for being a pass holder. Welcome. Thank you for being a pass holder. I hear that all the time. I really do not hear that from
Oh no, not at all.
Disney.
At Disney, they'll give you an attitude
Mm-hmm.
if they see you, because they see you as being entitled,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll just roll their eyes at you if you dare ask for a discount.
I
At
know.
least that's been our experience, and that's in the last 3 visits since 2021.
Yeah, some of them
That
will
has been our experience.
some of them will actively ask you, do you have, an AP discount? And
Mm,
some of them will look at you funny, like
yep.
you're at like
Like,
discount. What?
yeah.
Really? Yeah, mm-mm. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. It's just a more, especially after being at Epic Universe, and I never thought I'd say this. It's like going to Disney parks is like a letdown. I mean, I'll still go, but it's just like I don't even want to. It's like, do I really even want to like go and driving to Epic Universe for the first time? Remember in National Lampoon's Family Vacation when they got the Wally World? That's literally how
Yeah.
I felt driving there. Just so excited to be there. And then it's like Disney, it's like, I don't, yeah, okay. You know, and you have some people out there that are probably like, oh no, Disney, Universal's never going to do better than Disney. You're sorely mistaken because Disney is behind the 8 ball right now, and they have to seriously course correct for several reasons. One, the Disney brand is not super highly recognized around the world as they used to. The biggest, I think, the biggest one in world recognition is Nintendo, and then there's, I think, Hello Kitty.
Yep.
Disney is not far, high up on that list. The kids these days, we'll say Gen Z, like that crossover between Gen X, the Gen Z, the Gen Alpha. Anime is number one. You got anime, the kids will show up. Nintendo, they all know about Nintendo. How to Train Your Dragon, that one kind of creeped up on us, but yeah, there's a
Mhm.
big fan base for How
Yeah.
to Train Your Dragon. The little, the kids know about that. Who doesn't know about the Universal monsters? I mean, it's everywhere. Harry Potter, yeah, it seems like it gets bigger with each incarnation because there's always so many freaking people.
Yep.
From
I just
Hogsmeade.
hope the TV show isn't gonna kill
I know. That's
hope it won't kill the brand and kill the, experience in the parks. People wanting to buy merch. I mean, it's, ugh,
yeah.
yeah.
I
So
I'm
good luck
I'm
with that one. Hmm.
concerned because
Eh,
lots of folks in fandom aren't exactly that happy with it, or unless Universal makes the decision that no, we're not gonna change. It's kind of like Marvel Superhero Island.
mhm.
That is firmly in the silver age of Marvel. Granted, they can't do the
Okay. I
Disney
see what
stuff
you're
'cause
saying.
that's the MCU, but it's isolated. Like when I go there, I remember all the cool stuff that I loved about Marvel because
Yeah.
it's just that they
It's
called
all
it
the
the
new
silver.
stuff.
Yeah, it's like it's the 80s vibes. I mean, you see like Wolverine the way we know Wolverine, Captain
Mm.
America, Spider-Man, Storm, Rogue, they're all there, and it just get that vibe as opposed to Avengers Campus. It's like, what is that? I don't even know what the heck that is. Yep, Wallin Ballin. Hello, and good to see you, my friend, over there on X. Keep an eye out for anime in Orlando in the future. Yeah, I am. I mean, I can't wait. One of the biggest anime conventions is the Holiday Matsuri, which I go to every year. It is nuts how many people go to that. So anime is definitely up there. The first park that gets it and puts it prominently out there is going to get an influx of people. Good to see you, Warren Baldwin. Let's see. A friend wanted me to buy a Hello Kitty mug at the Taiwan airport as I was leaving from the Philippines during a layover. Yes, Hello Kitty is huge.
Yeah.
Pretty much we both grew up with
Yeah.
Hello Kitty.
I've got 2 nieces that are obsessed with the Hello Kitty characters, and my son's friend, the girls that are in his friend group are crazy for the Hello Kitty. That one, forgot his name, Cinnamon Roll. They are crazy for Cinnamon Roll. That is that's the one they really like.
Yeah, cinnamon roll. I love Kuromi. I love Hello Kitty and I like Kuromi. Kuromi is the one with the attitude. But it's true. It's like we will buy Hello Kitty merchandise. You don't even have to push that. It sells just on its own. Totally. Let's see. It's at the Cozy Cone in Cars Land. Oh, okay, Akido. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Appreciate that. I'll have to check that. Still gonna check out that mac and cheese. That's cute. Oh yeah, this is Jurassic Park Hello Kitty.
Oh my
So
god, that's so
she has
adorable.
her yeah, she has her designer, her dinosaur one. I've got a Naruto Hello Kitty uh Funko Pop. I've got a Hello Kitty necklace. It's
We
yeah,
used
it's
to
it's
have
addiction.
we used to have a Sanrio surprise store at the Tampa Bay Mall back when there used to be a Tampa Bay Mall across the
Mhm.
street from the, old stadium, and oh gosh, that was my I wanted my whole bedroom in those pastel colors and those characters, and it was all the little trinkets we loved, the little pens, the erasers, the pencil pouches, the little purses,
The
the bag.
stickers,
It was
the hair
yeah, the stickers.
accessories,
Yeah, it was the little things, like, it wasn't even the plushies, like, "Nah, no, we want all the little, like, gadget things."
it was like going in there because they used to have one when I lived in LA over in the Sherman Oaks Fashion Square Mall. They had
Mhm,
that, and we would have to go like all the time. Camera girl wanted to go get like the gum, get the little things and stuff like that.
mhm.
And at the Florida Mall, if you ever go, there's a whole section of that mall that is nothing but anime, Hello Kitty, Gotcha Dungeon, uh,
Oh, wow.
all of the stuff that they have over there. But yeah, Hello Kitty sells like freaking hotcakes. It does. It's got an established not crazy, but established fan
Mhm.
base for folks who grew up with it. And Hello Kitty never
It's been
never
around
goes
for
never goes
years.
out of style. Yeah, I know,
It's
right? Since like
I don't even know when it came
60s,
out. I feel like it's just always been around. Does
yeah,
it predate
I
us kids
never
in the
remember
80s?
the
I don't
time.
know when it came on scene, but
Let me
I feel
look
like it's
because
just always been around.
yeah, I've never known a time in my life without Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty was established in 1974 by the Japanese company
Okay.
Sanrio.
Alright. I
Okay.
knew it predated us kids, us
Yeah.
80s kids. I'm like, because it seemed like it had always been it was quite established, then, of course, you had the Lisa Frank, craze. There was that
Mhm.
too. That kinda competed with the
With Hello
but
Kitty.
that died off. And Hello Kitty
Hello
didn't.
Kitty is still around. You put out something with the Hello Kitty on it, especially T-shirts or like really nice shirts. Yeah, it's gone. Boom. You want to fight somebody to get it. Well, folks, it has been a very long show, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it because we wanted to give you, firsthand impressions of Epic Universe fresh off of a visit. Definitely wanted to get Erica's reaction to the stuff that we went
You
to.
noticed it was the food, it was the sweets. I was like,
I said on stream, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. Macarons are my weakness. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, how many of
For
these?
me, it's chocolate and cake.
Chocolate too. Chocolate too.
Chocolate candy and cake. Maybe ice cream. Depends on my mood for ice cream. Depends on the ice cream. If it's more gelato style ice cream, oh, forget about it. It's over.
You have to get butterbeer ice cream from Fortescue's. Although it's in Diagon Alley and the line is usually insane to get there with the butterbeer ice cream. They have like an Earl Grey one that I have to try.
I don't know about Earl Grey. I mean,
Chocolate
I like
ice.
Earl Grey tea. It's okay, but
Mhm.
as an ice cream, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Yeah, chocolate for me too, Florentine, especially if it's God, Belgian chocolate. Dang you, Aldi.
Any
They came with
European.
the dupe of the Lindt chocolate truffles, and they had the white
Yeah.
chocolate ones. I'm just like,
Oh, I know. The Lindt white I'm not one for white chocolate, but Lindt white chocolate is it's so creamy. It's so good. It doesn't have this weird aftertaste that other white chocolates
no,
have. And I like
it's
the Raffaello, white chocolate coconut. That was really good too.
it's so delicious. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. I had to back out. I had to leave. I had to leave because if it's sparkly, I want to have it. I wanna have it,
Yeah.
and I shouldn't. So it's like, okay, nope, 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 not getting it, not getting it. Ooh, enjoy that pie.
Maple berry pie from
Costco is the devil. I'm just saying right now.
we have a Costco in France.
Really?
So we gotta
Huh.
drive like what, 6 hours to get there, I think, 5 hours. Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay, well, folks, we're gonna wrap things up. Erica, where can people find you and what do you have going on, my dear?
You can find us at Erica-Raff and enjoy some of our older videos. I had a conversation with ChatGPT about the channel, so
Oh,
it gave me
really?
some suggestions, even gave me a schedule. I'm really quite shocked at what AI can do for you. So you're not like trying to come up with ideas. Um, so we'll see what comes out. I'm not going to make any promises, but I am brainstorming, and Chat GPT has kind of got me a bit excited to do a little something. So we'll see what happens if I put anything out this week.
All right. Well, folks, definitely subscribe to Erica. You can see her pop on WW Pro Show. Also, I think T3PO when you have a
Hmm.
chance. Erica's doing what I used to do, which is like I'm popping in
And your
everybody's
show,
stream. I don't need a
Spice
channel.
Lounge. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, the Spice Lounge. We have so much fun roasting Hollywood on that show, and of course she's over here on this show as well. And I love having her on. It's an absolute delight to have on.
You.
HT, yes, we have one at
Yeah, at Disney
Disney
Springs.
Springs. And
We walked by it, but we didn't eat any because I always go to the gelato place. Because the gelato place, people, just so you know, it is a real bona fide Italian gelato ice cream shop. Yes, it is the real deal.
which one is this again?
It's in Disney Springs, the one across from, geez. You know where they got the boat ride, the car boat?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Across from there. Mhm.
Vivoli?
That is
Really?
legit gelato.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But I will warn, the size small is huge. Get the child size. We get the kid size.
Ooh.
Yeah, that you even 2 of you, you and camera girl may not even finish a size regular small
Oh my
because it is
gosh.
just massive. Yeah.
Well, I know it's down
I
around the corner from Gideon's.
yeah.
And
Oh,
I
and
think
that pineapple. Oh,
I think
they
for
got
the
pineapple.
Florida, I think the Florida Eats Festival, I think they have like an orange gelato that they have as well. If they have a key lime gelato, it's game over. I need it all.
Mhm. They change out their flavors, so you really have to kinda check in. most gelato Italian places will rotate, or they'll come up with new stuff all the time just to be creative. But yeah, yes, it is on point.
Okay. Okay. I'll have to, my next trip down to Disney Springs, I'll have to put that on the circuit because first I have to go to Gideon's to get cake, cookie, and cold brew. Number 3, I have to do that. And to go by the gelato place and check that out. And oh shoot, I gotta go to Sprinkles. Stag on it. Sprinkles cupcakes.
Oh, I
Ooh.
love sprinkles. Oh my gosh.
Have you tried the vending
Oh.
machine that pops the cupcake out?
I always go in the shop because I have to look at all of the cupcakes. I eat like half the cupcake, you know, then and then later because they're huge. Like 2 people could share, and
Yeah.
the icing is really good. I'm very picky about cake, but man, aside from Publix, if you don't want to leave to go to Publix, Sprinkles.
It's so
They got
good.
oh my gosh, their
It's
cupcakes
so
are so good.
good. They are legit. I tell people just for fun, try the, cupcake vending machine because Camera Girl wanted to try it. She's like, oh, it really does pop stuff out. Because sometimes if they sell out in the shop, interior of the shop, sometimes they'll have it in stock in the
Have
vending
them
machine.
in oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's that's what I found out. That's what people told me. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for me. Phil Metzger says, thanks, Erica. I'll make a note. I'll be there in 16 days. Yeah, that is definitely one place to hit. Again, along with Sprinkles and Gideon's. God, I can't. Gideon's is an experience. It really
We've yet to go because the lines are always long. So we just kinda like, "Yeah, we'll get on the next trip. Yeah, we'll go on the next trip." It's like, how many trips later and we have yet to, we should just go to the one in Orlando, not the one in Disney Springs.
Yeah, there's a one over there too. The other tip to do, and I usually do this, is as soon as I get into Disney Springs, the first thing I do is I go by Gideon's and find out if they've got a virtual queue. If they do, I go ahead and get that. Sometimes they'll say, oh, it'll be, 2 hours or 3 hours. Sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it comes under. So by the time I'm finished doing all my shopping and going around or whatever, then I can go to Gideon's and pick my stuff up. If they put you in the line and say no virtual queue, you can probably get in there in about 30 minutes or less.
Okay.
Or less. But that's like a tradition now. We go and Camera Girl's like, we need a Gideon's virtual queue.
They don't have any sugar-free options by chance, do they?
Mm-mm.
No, I didn't think so. Poor Raph.
No,
Oh,
the only
sad.
thing is you'd have to get the ones that are less in sugar. I would say
There's that one bakery that's got, like, allergy-friendly desserts. I don't even know if it's still there.
Was it
Over
Amaret?
by that no, not Amaret. It's was it like a vegan it's like a vegan bakery over where the hat shop is. It was in that on that side of
Oh, I haven't seen that
unless
there.
they're not there anymore.
Although I do know Sprinkles has vegan options.
Okay. Well,
I
that's
do,
maybe
yeah, I do know that they do. I mean, yeah, it sounds weird, vegan cupcake, but I will say I've had a couple of vegan cupcakes, which are actually good because the ingredients. I can do vegan baked goods. I just can't do the no meat type stuff. That just doesn't work for me. The Lady
Macrame
Star
Lover's
Stretch.
Dream. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah, I'm gonna
really
have to write
is.
that down. Okay.
It's a cross between Beetlejuice and
Oh.
the Haunted Mansion when you go inside. Like my nieces and nephews, they freaked out when they saw it. They were like, it's so cool in here. So it's literally going inside and it's like you're in this creepy bookshop. I mean, you want to talk about theming?
I've
They
seen
did
this.
it.
I've seen that. Do you have to have reservations to go?
No, you can get
Is
in the
it
standby line for Gideon's.
Mhm.
You can either standby line or if
Oh,
they have a
I'm
virtual
thinking of a
line.
different I'm thinking of a different place. Never mind.
Yeah, this one, it's just like there's not that much space inside, which is why the lines are so long. But once you go in, oh my gosh, it is amazing, especially the flames at the checkout. There's like literally this thing. It looks like it's spitting out flames and stuff in the front.
Mhm.
Any updates to the Trump's robot for the Hall of Presidents? I have not heard anything.
Neither have I.
It's still under refurbishment. I don't know what they're going to do. It would be in their best interest to actually make a bona fide Trump animatronic and not tied to make Hillary's to look like a man, although that's probably not too far fetched. But either way, it don't look right. It doesn't look right. It's nice I'm saying it's yes, easy walk to Gideon's if you're at Saratoga Springs or at Port Orleans French Quarter, not Riverside, French Quarter. French Quarter. If you take the one, go to the one of the French Quarter, you can take the boat from the French Quarter. That's why the French Quarter at Port Orleans is usually sold out because of that option. Okay, well, folks, you know where you can find me: Instagram, YouTube, over there on X. As for your girl, let's see, in about a half an hour, I'm going to be over on Retro Nerd Girl's channel for her watch party of Willow. And then at 8 p.m. tonight, watch party for one of my favorite movies, which is Romeo Must Die. So we're going to be watching that. Yeah, we're going to be watching that tonight. It's going to be a great time. No Welcome to Florida on Sunday because it is Easter Sunday. So you all have a wonderful and blessed Easter Sunday. Enjoy it with your family, whether it's biological or whether it's your urban family or your online family. Enjoy. So, folks, we're going to roll out. Thank you so much for checking out the Spice Lounge podcast. Oh, God, I'm getting my shows mixed up. That's really bad. The Sort of Recon Live podcast. We'll see you later. Bye.